The kids is coming up with new shit every day, and rightfully so because that's development.
Airbnb hosts are on here complaining about, no one wanting to book their properties or anything like that. And it made me think about a lot of business models that aren't, thriving like they used to be. Airbnb started out to be a cheap alternative to hotels and resorts, but you got above yourself. And one thing that never understood to me, you started letting the hosts make the price and the fees, like adding cleaning fees and all. Who wants to go on vacation? Like, the problem is when you started letting hosts control the fees, people really started realizing it's not convenient. At a hotel, that's the convenience of the front desk. It might be free breakfast, free concierge. Maybe they'll order you, have the information that you might need for a car service, that type of thing. With
Now that the weather is officially changing, I ain't gonna lie to you. Two things that kind of just blow me about when the weather changed. It just how fast traffic picked back up. Just because like your normal, like even just on my way here, your normal travel time that may sit here and be able to like it don't be no traffic, and then you kind of just be like, dang, dog, literally just maybe a month and a half ago, there was nobody on the road when it's brick outside. But as soon as that weather kind of changed a little bit, you all the rip, you just see way more cars outside. Where it kind of just reminds you where it's like two times, I mean, I guess two times out of the year, but I mean, when the weather changed, it lasts for months. But just when the weather started to change, and of course during the holidays, that just how much the traffic just actually pick up. But realistically, I do want to sit here and kind of motivate everybody, because I'm sure if you live anywhere on the East Coast this week, the heat wave is coming in heavy this week. So you do realistically, if you've been somebody who's been procrastinating and putting off working out, I think realistically you should have no type of excuses, because the sun come out earlier, the sun go down later. So realistically, you can make some time in your day. You don't need no gym membership. You don't need nothing. All you need is a pair of good walking shoes, and you can go outside and go around your neighborhood, or find you a track close to your house, somewhere where you don't have to spend as much. You don't have to spend no type of money. All you got to do is just go outside and move your body. So you got literally a clear 7 days of just pure heat. You can get up. It don't matter what time of the day you go outside, it's gonna be hot outside. So you don't have no excuses for you not to go get your steps in. And I know you, if you follow any people on fitness journeys, or people who've already accomplished different fitness journeys, you see a lot of people talking about getting your 10K steps in a day. So realistically, you got no excuse not to get your 10K steps in, especially this week. I don't know about the following weeks, but I know if you live on the East Coast this week coming up, I don't care what part of the East Coast you live on, you literally gonna be seeing days up to like 85, 87, close to one. I forgot what day of the week, but it's gonna be close to pushing 91 of them days in the DMV area. So again, like I said, please go get your steps in. And again, like I said, plan your travels or wherever you're moving around to this week. Just especially if you're going out the weekend coming up, just know for a fact there's gonna be way more traffic than it was just a few weeks ago, because the better the weather is, the more people outside just moving around, doing whatever the case may be. But real quick, first topic I do kind of want to get into is Dior and Jayda. And that's one of the reasons why I hate the blog pages, because of course when the video first started to circulate of them in the club getting into a fight, they tried to make it seem like they were fighting each other, and they weren't. It was basically Dior holding down Jayda. And for people who don't know who that is, Jayda, of course, is little baby's mom to his youngest son. And Dior, most people, I mean, one probably know that her and Jayda are best friends, and also that she used to date Future, and I believe she dated Javante Davis for a hot second. But realistically, one thing I will give Dior a lot of credit. This is going to help her out a lot. This is going to bump her music career up a lot. This is going to give her extra bump. Not sitting here saying that like she make some of like the greatest music, because to me she kind of teeters on that line of like the Mariah the Scientist, where it's like people probably like her more just because they like her aesthetic. They like the way she looks. They just like the vibe that she kind of give out via social media. So people will give her a lot more chances on getting better with music, in which she is. Like, she got songs that's catching on. She got that song with her and Belly Gang Cushington, and that joint, they even did a little 5K giveaway to, I want to say it was like high school students about to go to college. They gave away 5K to a young lady in Atlanta. So I mean, she's getting some motion. But this fight, realistically, the way she held down Jayda when they was trying to jump her, she's going to get I seen it already in the comment section. A lot of people will get a lot more respect from her, and they'll realistically that's going to make people go listen to you more, because we live in a day and age where it's just stuff like that helps you gain more traction to your music than actually the music, and things like that make people sit here and say like a song that may just be okay. It'll make people sit here and feel like, oh, the song is better than what it actually is. Because I mean, you see it with Sexy Red all the time. If people like you, they're gonna make songs that have no business being likable. They will become likable. So again, for Des Dior, this little fight in the club, this was like a huge look for her. Like this is one of them jokes. Like if you was betting on the stock market, this literally takes her stock market all the way to a different level. So again, like I said, shout out to Des Dior for holding Jayda Wayda down. But I just hate those blogs, because literally soon when they first start posting it, they try to make it seem like, I'm like, dog, this is just like, man, I ain't like, you got, it's like it's a gift and a curse with them blogs, because you kind of need them just to stay afloat of what's going on in the world. But at the same time, it just be like, bro, they be just so goddamn messy. Then you got to sit here in real time, watch them sit here and try to like, and the crazy thing is like what they'll do is the way they post, they'll post it and not sit here and say it, but they'll allude to something. And then when more footage come out, now you got to kind of allude it to something else where it's like, bro, y'all just so corny. Like that's what I just hate them blog pages. But real quick, I guess I'm gonna play his clips of, I mean, of course, I'm sure if you have to probably really be on the internet to see You the Birthday. And I'm talking about, dog. Oh my God, them comment section be so funny when people try to explain what You the Birthday is. But I guess my question to y'all is, if you were Honcho or if you was managing him, how do you sit here and capitalize on this? Because it's like, I'm sure, I mean, again, Honcho is not a super mainstream artist, but right now, while this wordplay is kind of playing around with this lingo is building off of your song, how do you kind of find a way to capitalize on it? Because I was kind of thinking like, all right, maybe he could do what Des Dior and them did and kind of do like some giveaway where it's like, I don't know what type of little birthday, something with a birthday, you will have to do something like maybe a trip. Maybe you pick like 3 or 5 different women and do like some cool little, but I just don't know what the contest will be or how you kind of pick a winner or get people to kind of tap in and know that it's actually your song. Because some people may know the saying and don't know where it's coming from. Yeah, it's a song. He got a song called "Is Your You the Birthday?" Or
yeah, damn, feel bad for him.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean for people.
No, because I didn't know it was. I just thought that was what the kids just be saying.
No, yeah, for like, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. For older people, they're not gonna know. But for people who are young, it came off the joke from his song and from people even doing like little AI videos of like putting themselves in like literally full birthday wrapping paper. That's how it became a thing. And they was just using his song in the background. So people like for their birthday, they'll sit here and make an AI picture of themselves and literally have like, it was like dudes and girls doing it. Like literally have their whole entire body wrapped up in like birthday paper and saying "You the Birthday." And then it just started from there. And then again, like I said, people were just taking different parts of the song, playing around with the song. So again, like I said, I just wonder, like, what's the way that he can kind of, even for people older like yourself that may not just really know what's going on, how can I sit here and highlight my song? Because you can't let a moment like this go to waste, because like, you gotta capitalize on it. The only thing I think realistically to help capitalize on it is maybe whoever come up with the most clever birthday thing. I don't know.
Right. So all the other little sayings that they be saying, is that in the song too, or is just the You the Birthday part?
It's just the birthday part. So they adding all the extra stuff to it. Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. I mean, because that was your song, that was the catchy. I don't really think you can capitalize off of it for real. Because like I said, because everybody else is like, now, like I said, the kids were saying yesterday, oh, you the trash can, or you know what I'm saying? Like they were saying, oh, you this, you that. So I don't think, like I said, I don't think you really can capitalize too much off of it. Like I said, the song might get played, but because they're using it for everything else besides, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like These Nuts. Like how that was, like you was using his voice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. That's why, like I said, I don't necessarily know. I'm not. My brain. I've been trying to think like, damn, what's a cool way that he can kind of capitalize? If I'm him, I'm not letting it go to waste. So I'll have to figure out something. Because you just can't. Because this is like a moment like this. You can't let dog. You have to find a way to keep your song attached to this. Like you can't just let it become just a thing, and then it's just like, damn, you don't reap the benefits of it. It's like you gotta reap the benefits. Like I don't know what he can do or what he should do, but me personally,
they was like, oh, you the birthday cake,
but you just can't. But it again, like I said, it came from his song, and it came from people using AI, and like even some girls had done it. Like they didn't turn themselves into a birthday, like a whole wrapping paper, like in a sexy dress and all that, and put pictures sitting right beside him. Like I seen a girl literally like with a sexy birthday dress. Like literally, but it's like wrapping paper. It's like birthday wrapping paper. You got pictures of him. So I mean, again, I think people who know where it came from, they know it's him. Because even on threads, like when people kept talking, like older people was getting on. I even seen Brittany Griner get on there and ask, like, I know I'm about to sound old, but where did this come from and what does it mean? So then again, like on Threads, when like when stuff is trending, it'll show you what originated, how the trend started, and it gave Honcho credit from it, like it originated from his song. But again, for somebody like yourself who don't know, I just wonder, like, damn, what's a cool way that he can kind of do it? But I'll let play some of these clips off, of course, from the actual TikTok and people saying it, because I'm not gonna lie to you though, these niggas is funny as hell.
The kids is coming up with new shit every day, and rightfully so, because that's developmentally appropriate. As a millennial, we're transitioning into the elders. You the Birthday is taking a lot of the millennials out. I'm here to help you out. You the Birthday can be a compliment, or it can be a little bit of a drag, right? You the Birthday means you're the topic. Oh, you funny. And it could be ha funny, or it could be ha you a little slow. No, you the Birthday means this shit is a little dramatic. This shit is a little over the top, like a birthday, right? When y'all get on here acting like y'all don't know what that shit mean, you the Birthday. That's probably my favorite response the Gen Zers got for you, because you the Birthday. Take the context, clue yourself in, you the Birthday. Besides the millennial confusion, I'm actually a little excited to see where the whites go with this one. I'm a little excited to see how they butcher this one so motherfucking bad, because it's already giving very ambiguous, very much so what's going on, right? I wonder how they're going to use this one.
Now, listen to what I'm saying. This young lady video that I just played, they absolutely cooked her in the comment section. And that's the funny thing, because it's like when old people try to be like, that's what I love about TikTok just better than anything else, because when older people try to be like cool and feel like you doing a disservice to your generation of older, hey, let me get y'all hip to what the kids, and man, they dragged her to absolutely hell.
What did they say?
No, they didn't say she was wrong, but they were saying, oh, you the birthday invitation because you explaining it.
And that's why I said with him, I don't think how you really can, like the kids took over it.
They told her, oh, you the birthday speech. Like,
yeah.
They was cooking and shit. I'm going to play it because she responded to it, but I like that
you the birthday announcement.
Yeah, exactly. I like that she linked into it where it was like she's not going to allow that moment to kind of bypass her, because they was in her comment section cooking her, but she just read all the comments, and her voice is just funny as hell.
It's officially been 48 hours since I post the you the Birthday explanation for the millennials, in which the Gen Z has pulled up and popped out. Y'all gonna need a notebook for this, because I'm gonna tell you how they followed up in the comments, and they're eating the fuck down. If you give a detailed explanation of something, you're either the birthday card, the birthday invitation, or the birthday planner. If some shit took too long, you are the birthday song or the birthday prayer. If you a snack, you the birthday cake. If you look a mess, you the birthday makeup. Hold on. If you got a good point, you're the birthday hat. One of my personal favorites is if you mad, you the birthday candles. Cause bitch, you eat it. If you're confused, baby, you the birthday surprise. When I tell you they're still rolling in. They're still rolling in. If you haven't seen the video, it's safe to say just go ahead and save it just strictly for the comment section, because you're gonna want to know what the fuck is going on. All the comments that you're seeing right now popping up are dead ass originating from that comment section. Like, they're eating, it's almost like a Gen Z group chat of them just like firing off good ones back and forth. Bitch, the way I'm taking notes, like, yes. And then they pulled up for Auntie. Yes. I love you, baby. It's a
the crazy thing is, now the one thing I like that her joint was original. Then I just hate when you kind of see other people try to recreate what she did, because it was just like, all right, she already had her moment. Y'all trying to eat off of it. Only seen one other person that kind of y'all like ate off of this one. I'm gonna play this joint and we can go into something else.
I asked the kids on TikTok what you the birthday mean. Now they saying I'm confused, I'm the birthday surprise. I'm lost, I'm the birthday invitation. I talk too much on the birthday speech. Take these kids' phones, y'all. I asked the kids.
What would you say?
Nothing you can say, because you only gonna make yourself seem old. You just gotta let them rock out and just act like you see it and just keep it moving, because there's nothing you can say besides you just gonna come off old as hell.
So my kids, they did say that. They said something about you the birthday, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And they was like, "No, she's Curious George." What does that mean? You asked too many questions.
But that's why you just gotta let them. You gotta let them have their shit because it's like, and that's the crazy thing because I think we are in that. You're as millennials and older millennials, you just in that sweet spot where you don't want to seem too old, and you kind of at the same time, realistically, you just want to kind of stay hip to what the kids got going on, so they won't be like pulling a fast one over you. So I mean, I kind of understand why you want to know what's going on, but then at the same time, I wouldn't just be on social media asking. I just get on TikTok, and TikTok eventually, like, if it's hot enough, it'll eventually come down my timeline and I'll see it. I'm not getting on there off the old people shit. Like, hey, what does this mean? Because that's where I'm gonna tell you, they tore these mother old people up trying to figure out what, asking. Like, you cannot get on their platform because TikTok is a platform for the young people. You can't get on their platform and sit here and ask them what something means because you just literally sound old. And we can kind of tie that into I think realistically, millennials have to have a conversation where I know that when we get older, you kind of want to act like you don't want to sit here and admit how music made you feel. And the reason why you should be able to easily have that conversation, it's the same reason why why some parents were kind of cautious on their kids listening to too much Rod Wave or giving it was a red flag when your kids was listening to too much NBA Youngboy. And the reason why you feel that way, and which you should be able to be honest with, and we can tie that into the Gucci Mane conversation, and hopefully, God willing, this is the end of the Gucci Mane conversation, is Gucci Mane influenced a lot of people in the millennial age group. And I think a lot of people hate to sit here because, of course, you older now, so you don't want to admit when music had some form of influence on you. But again, when we sit here saying like parents being hip, I think a lot of us, God damn, De'Aaron Fox, a lot of us didn't never really find our parents cool. So I think even for our generation, if we being honest, I think our generation probably was influenced by music and rappers even more. So of course, when you sit here and see, and one thing I say, probably my biggest pet peeve about the whole Gucci Mane stuff is people just jump in the comments and be like, y'all too old to sit here and be wanting, like, bro, so what? I don't give a fuck if I'm 60 years old. If I grew up on somebody the same way as a kid when I found out that Santa Claus wasn't real. Like, dog, you not about to sit here and make me sit here and feel like I'm not supposed to have no type of attachment to Gucci Mane. I thought I listened to 30 of this nigga mixtapes from whatever year he came out to God knows whenever you stop listening to him. You're not about to sit here and make me sit here and be like, damn, oh, I'm just supposed to act like this is just a normal day in the neighborhood. No, the fuck it's not. It's not. This is not a normal day in the office. I'm not sitting here about to act like, oh, this nigga didn't sit here and gas us up to sit here and think that all the stuff that he used to rap about was cool and that's how he was really giving it up. Like, I hate when people sit here and try to be like, you trying to be too immature about a conversation that's very immature. Yeah, it's a rap conversation. It's supposed to be an immature conversation that people will have in the barbershop, but don't sit here because you wouldn't come into the barbershop and try to be smart like this and be like, oh, we supposed to be like, no, nigga, shut up. Like, I swear to God, that's my biggest pet peeve. People get in the comment section and sit here and try to sound like somebody grown adult. Well, we got, we grown with married with kids. I ain't grown because I ain't married with fucking kids. So don't fucking tell me how to fucking react to a goddamn Gucci Mane acting like a fucking whore, putting out that weak ass diss on. Don't sit here and try to police my feelings on a nigga that I listen to. And I already didn't want to listen to the nigga in the first place because that's how much I'm a fan of shit. When I'm a fan, nigga. I was a Jeezy fan. So I was even already listening to Gucci and with my disdain for him because him and Jeezy had their little back and forth. But I just hate that people act like because, oh, you old now, that you couldn't, when you were in your 20s, you couldn't be influenced by music because you're lying to yourself. Because if you didn't feel like you was influenced by music, you wouldn't give a fuck what your kids listen to today. But the reason why the Rod Wave and the NBA Youngboy conversation is such a huge conversation about older people is why? Because when you were younger, how music made you feel. So now you have a big ass question like, damn, why is my kid listening to this super depressed nigga? You would have no, if music didn't influence you in no way, guess what you would never do? You would never question why is your kid listening to Rod Wave? Because the music wouldn't have to relate. The music don't got to make you feel no type of way because you wouldn't care because you never felt that way. You care because you felt the way when you were listening, when you were their age or you was a little bit older in your 20s. You got to think about in your 20s, you got your first couple of good jobs, you getting your good little hustle on, or you getting even for some people who went to college, y'all was getting your refund check. So you listen to these people and you were like living life to the extreme because you didn't even think about being a responsible adult. You just had some money in your pocket. You probably had your driver's license, your car. You was getting away from home. You could just do other things on your own. So that music was way more influential than anything else. And again, I think just people don't want to be honest. I can see here. I told y'all a million times. My dad was never cool. I never looked at my dad like he was cool. Never wanted to be like my dad. So guess what? I was listening to rappers. I wasn't even about to see him make it like I didn't grow up in like some crazy neighborhood where it was a big time drug dealer. So I didn't see that shit neither. So I was only thing. My imagination went wherever the music took my imagination. So I'm not about to sit here and make it seem like, oh, Gucci Mane sitting here just being a fucking rat. Like I'm supposed to be like, damn, all right, that's what he's supposed to do. No, the fuck is not what he's supposed to do. That ain't what he rapped about. And matter of fact, I'm glad. Matter of fact, let me just go back down memory lane for niggas who act like y'all forgot how this nigga just carried it maybe less than 3 years ago or 4 years ago, however long it was. I guess somebody sent me this just to make sure I played this.
Damn.
Broke the internet.
I tell you what. Put that nigga ass in the dirt. I tell you what. Smoking on Pookie Load tonight. I tell you what. This how we gonna do this. Send some more, I'ma send them the same way. In a box back to you. Are you doing free kill? Free kill. Man. I tell you what though.
No.
See, when I even call you and extended this invite, my nigga, I did it as a real man. It's been 20 motherfucking years.
15 years.
Okay, well, how many? You still talking the same shit. You feel me? Still talking the same shit. Hey, man, you gotta take that. Let me talk, my nigga. Let me talk. Listen. Let me talk. I don't want to talk. I'm through talking. It's your turn to do the song. That's right. That's right. Are we gonna do some music? I'll tell you what. My nigga, I tell you what, it go like this. When I extended the invitation, I did it as a real man. You feel me? Because I told you straight off the dribble. I told you off the dribble, nigga, we can't do nothing if it ain't street. If I can't perform the truth, we can't do it. It's all good, but let me say my piece. Take off. Let me say my piece. It's like this, bro. I extended my hand because I'm a real man. And the shit we came from in the street, dog, you seen it, we been through it, dog. 20 years. And when I said I want to do this shit for the culture, that's what I wanted to do, nigga. I brought you here to show you the world care about what the fuck we got going on, because we are the culture. You feel me? Me and you, where we came from, what we been through. Us, me and you, all these kids out here doing what the fuck they do because they saw what went on with us, dog. So this shit ain't about me, this shit ain't about you. You feel what I'm saying? This shit by King Von, this shit by Doe B, this shit by Nipsey Hussle, this shit by motherfucking Pop Smoke, M3. And I'm real enough to do that, nigga, because one thing about it, 2 things for sure, 3 things for certain.
I'm the realest nigga in it, and you already know. Trap of the year 4 times in a row. Y'all won't be listening. And this is what I'm telling you. Niggas,
but that's why I don't. I mean, he didn't pop off then, so why do y'all expect him to be anything different now? I mean, yeah.
What you mean?
Gucci Man, like if it was always been up for them or whatever the case may be, he wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like he wouldn't have did that. So I don't think, like, why is it surprised that he told or anything like that? Did
you listen to what he just said?
Yeah, I heard what he said, but he didn't do nothing. That's what I'm saying.
What you mean he didn't do nothing? He killed somebody.
Right back then. But I'm talking about right now. If it's up with somebody, you had smoke or beef with him, you wouldn't be. What
do I have to do? I killed your friend. You ain't do shit to me.
Right, but so if you had beef, if it was real beef or whatever the case may be, you was about that life. You wouldn't have been in that
same nobody when after he said that, nobody was saying what you just saying right now. You Monday night quarterbacking. When he said that, niggas was like, "Oh, Gucci Man, the realest nigga in the world."
How? What is he? Why? Because he said that?
We not about to fuck. We ain't about to rewrite history.
Well, you ain't got to rewrite history. I'm just like you said. You upset about him snitching or whatever the case may be.
Everybody who actually listened to his music and enjoyed his music was upset.
Okay, sorry to hear that.
I'm not about to sit here. You're not about to sit here and fucking play the adult shit with me. I know what the fuck happened when he said this, and I know what happened when niggas was listening to him. You're not about to sit here and make me be like, "Oh, I'm tripping, nigga." I'm not tripping. When he did this, all the internet was saying, "Oh, Gucci Man, the realest nigga." Jeezy went out like a bitch. That's all niggas was sitting here saying. Niggas had songs coming out saying, I ain't gonna let a nigga Young Jeezy me. Like, what? You're not listening to him saying, I'll be paying attention too much to the internet. You ain't about to tell me what niggas was sitting here saying, because I know for a fact what they were saying. I know what every podcast nigga was saying. After that battle between Gucci and Jeezy, everybody was like, damn, Gucci just went crazy and violated Jeezy. So niggas, and guess who was there with him at this show? Pooh Shiesty and was there at the jump with him. So again, like I said, I'm disappointed in Gucci Man. Gucci Man, you went out like a cold-blooded whore. I'm cool. Gucci Man never got to put out another song a day. And it's like, I just can't believe he just sit here and say, I'm going to just do career suicide at that capacity. Like, dog, because it ain't no return from that. You can't, ain't no other street niggas gonna ever want to sign to you. And bad enough, the niggas from Atlanta never signed to you. All the ones you done looked out for and put in pocket, done endless music with. There was a reason why none of them signed to you. That's the reason why the Migos never signed to you. Young Thug kind of fake signed to you. Pee Wee Longway never signed to you. Young Scooter, Future, the 21 Savage, fucking Young Thug, whoever else, all the other Rich Homie Quan, all of that big group of, especially in that 2000s, Lil Baby, any of them, none of them didn't want to sign to you, and it was for a reason. I just can't believe I was like, damn, dog. out of all shit, you just the whole snitching shit. Even when it come out, like people was giving him the benefit of the doubt. Was like, man, the feds lying. The lady went sit here and got on the stand and sit here and said, man, it's paperwork. I read the paperwork. He said he and identified them. Gucci man was on paperwork. And niggas was literally, I'm talking about days before that lady sit here and got on the stand and sit here and gave on over FBI agent, sit here and said that whatever the case may be, how she felt about it. I mean, seeing the paperwork, he snitched. People still was in denial. And then he put out the music and that was just the icing on the cake. I know niggas ain't trying to hear that shit no more. That's cool. Gucci man, you did yourself a disservice. What else did it was something else with the music real quick. Oh yeah, shout outs to Chris Brown. Shout outs to Chris Brown. Shout outs to Usher. Chris Brown is putting out an album on May 8th. But for people who don't, no tour dates have been announced yet, but they just have announced their tour. I'm assuming that they probably, if they're going to go on tour and it's going to be this year, I'm sure it has to be the summertime. I feel like they probably they got to do football stadiums because there's no way you go from Usher by himself doing stadiums. I mean, not stadiums, doing arenas, and then Chris Brown doing baseball stadiums. And then you go, if you're going to go realistically to me, you probably 9 times out of 10, Chris Brown and Usher, you probably try to do a football stadium. So I don't necessarily know if I would think that they would do this year. If they don't do this summer, I'm sure that they'll probably have to be.
Yeah, tickets going on sale next week.
Oh, for real? Mm-hmm. But they still don't have that dates though, do they? I mean, the dates, they don't have the dates or where they.
I mean, what I seen, like I said, I don't know what's legit. I didn't see no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen no dates. I haven't seen no spaces neither.
It was just like
question real quick. I don't know if you bought tickets to anywhere. The only place you can buy tickets now is Ticketmaster.
No,
they still got SeatGeek and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and the reason why I asked, I remember somebody complaining about
but some what's name like SeatGeek, like if what's name you only can buy from SeatGeek, FedEx.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they don't do no. Oh, you talking about like for resale tickets?
They take a spirit.
Oh damn! See, I ain't even know that.
Because like mom and them had to download the app so they can get in the game.
Oh yeah, I ain't even know that.
Yeah, like certain venues are only affiliated.
Every jump, like they don't even have right. No, I think I seen only seats that I seen that like was normal seats, like you can just buy was like kind of like nosebleed seats. And I'm like, I mean that's a small arena, so maybe it's not that bad. But I was
what you mean like now trying to get tickets?
Yeah,
they already went on sale, right?
Yeah, but so why all them jumps resale?
That's how it is. That's why people be mad at the bots. Yeah. As soon as they people just buy them.
Come on, that's crazy, dog. Like that just like
people. Yeah, that's why we be like 1 million people in them damn things. Yeah, people just buy them, and then you resell them.
That's crazy, dog. Like that's nasty work. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, and maybe this is my first time actually just paying attention and looking at it. Like I now to make you sit here and be like, why people don't want to go to stuff? Because I don't want to sit here and you sit here saying this is a $70 ticket. Now you overcharge me $350, $500, $700. Man, come on, dog. Like I ain't.
I mean, what was their prices before?
I mean, you can still see like for the Mystics, I still seen something like just when I picked like a random game, like maybe against the Valkyries, it was like $45 tickets. But I was just like, but I just can't. You can't even really see where the seats at. It just show you the section. It don't even show you where the actual seat at.
What you was on?
Ticketmaster.
Oh, did you change the view? That's probably why.
I mean, I don't know because I just was clicking the link when like the Mystics do their little promo thing through Instagram. So maybe I just got to go actually on the website to try to look at it. But I was just like that. It was just throwing me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was just like, bro, there's no way. Like you'll see one seat for $40, but it was like I can't even tell how high this seat is actually up or where the seat is actually. Yeah, you got to change
the view.
Yeah, I was cool. It was throwing me off.
Yeah, because the way you probably was looking at it. Because where they had all this at Career First Arena.
Yeah, Care First Arena. I think all of them there besides that Chicago Sky game doing what was that, Labor Day weekend? So I'm sure they probably gonna I'm imagining they're gonna change it. They gotta change it damn near. Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Chicago Sky pulled a fast one. Like, goddamn, they sit here trying to go do the ultimate baddie team, but I'm cool on y'all, dog. Like, I'm cool. They got the ultimate, like the super baddie team.
Yeah, so you saying they look like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta change the view. Swap you can see the actual seats.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of these tickets sold out.
For what game is that for?
This is for the Aces. And they $210. That's the cheapest.
And that's crazy. Like, come on. I'm not paying no fucking $210 to see the Mystics, dog.
But then their prices go up.
Hell, for what? No.
With the new contract, the price didn't go up?
No, I'm telling you, I was looking at tickets. They was $40. They had $40 seats, but them shits was in the nosebleed. Like if for the first game for the Atlanta Dream and the Las Vegas Aces, it's at the whatever the where the Atlanta Hawks play. Because Top was looking at some tickets. Them Jones was like $45. They had some 40. Let's be clear. The further you get down, them Jones got crazy. Like them Jones got down there like 2 bands for the Aces versus the Dream. But I'm like, come on, I'm not paying no 2 bands to go no goddamn. I ain't to no game, damn sure I'm not paying no 2 racks to go no goddamn WNBA game. It's crazy. But I want to go to real quick. I ain't trying to go super sad early. Oh, matter of fact, real quick on Netflix, they got this new shock movie, and I ain't gonna lie to you. It kind of what's the name of this show? That shit was about to piss me off. What is this?
Yeah, because like for the Skies, it's like $45.
You said for the Sky Game?
Mm-hmm. And like the first and the bottom section is like 2 something.
So is $40 something? What, like nosebleed seats?
Well, it's not nosebleed. That ring ain't that big.
Oh, so I might just get some. I might just get one just to see what it's like.
Yeah, it ain't that.
Just
Ring
judge
ain't
it
that
from
big.
after that. It's called Tarsh. And it's a shark movie, so it's a shark movie, and it's like a flood. And there's no spoilers because I literally only got like to the first 15-20 minutes of the junk, and it was starting to piss me off because it's almost damn near reminds you like Hurricane Katrina because it's like I don't know what city it's supposed to be in, but it's like a hurricane coming. It's like what's they call it what is it called? What's the hurricane? What is it? A 5 or a 6? It was coming. It was called Hurricane Henry, and it just pissed me off because off the rip, maybe like I said, again, like the first 15 minutes is this one girl, she pregnant. She and her mom must live out of town. She on FaceTime with her mother, and her mother sitting here giving her updates. And the girl live in the city. Her mother don't live there. And she giving her updates, telling like, hey, you better hurry up and move out, or the case may be. Man, I cut the joint off. I'm going to finish watching it, but it just pissed me off because I literally stopped the joint and the girl literally trying to drive out of town and the street just flood. And she trapped in the car pregnant. And she got a little ass electric car. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, how you think you're going to get out of a flood in an electric car? A little ass 2-door jump.
What's the name of it?
It's called, what is it called? Thrashed. It's THRASH.
Mm.
And it's new. It's a new movie on Netflix. But
it's new?
Yeah, it's new. It literally just came out this weekend. But it's supposed to be like if you watch like the little what is it? What they call them, Jones? The trailer, and it's a shark movie. Though. Like even the cover of it is like you can see like the little shark fin in it. So I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
The movie,
it just came out.
Yeah, it literally just came out. So like I said, I literally just watched like first 15 minutes. I think I was eating or something, and I just watched the first 15 minutes.
What's the name in there? What's the
Dawson dude?
Yeah.
But like I said, I stopped it, so I'm not doing no spoilers because I ain't even get to finish. I literally only got like 15 minutes in, and that 15 minutes was pissing me off because it was like the people who got stuck there, just like, bro, why do y'all gotta see
South Carolina?
Oh, that's where it's supposed to be taking place at? Like
Town in South Carolina.
Like, why the hell are y'all being just so goddamn delulu, like, and not even paying attention? They just out there just lollygagging. Like, no, I'm someone, she literally got caught in the middle of the goddamn street. Her car crashed, the water flooding. She's screaming just for help. And I'm like, bro, like, she pregnant. Like, her and her mother was on the phone talking about where she should have a baby at. And you sitting here now in the middle of the street about to drown to death. In a fucking electric car. So again, like I said, that's a new joint on Netflix. I do want to sit here and say, because we was talking about music and how music kind of influenced people. It was an episode of Blackish, and I mean, of course, y'all know I'm still late to the Blackish party, so I'm catching up on on shows. And y'all, I'm sure most people, if you actually already seen Blackish, you already seen this. But this is season 5, episode 4 is Purple Rain. So basically, the whole entire family was introducing the twins. Of course, the twins are the youngest, besides the new baby they just had, is the youngest out of the 4 kids. So it was the grandma and the grandfather,
I think I've seen this one.
And they introduced it. And that's why I'm saying he's saying with music and how it influences. But
did he dress up as Prince or something?
Yeah, all of them dressed up as Prince.
Yeah,
all of them dressed up as Prince when they were basically sitting there saying like what Prince song introduced them the most. And then of course what's the son, Junior, and he's sitting here dressed up as Prince, like in a yellow outfit, talking about how Prince introduced him to having sex or whatever the case may be. And he the slow kid, but I'm just watching the episode and I'm just like, he is the slow one. He's slow, but he ain't slow because he actually he book smart, but he just like he's slow as hell though. Like he damn near like almost like
he's not worse than Junior.
No,
My Wife and Kids.
no. Oh, no. What you? Oh, Junior from My Wife and Kids. Yeah, Junior from My Wife and Kids may got him because this nigga actually still book smart though.
Yeah.
Junior just like completely he just dumb as a doorknob. So yeah, just again, like I said, watching that Joan is just kind of when we talk about just music and how music make people feel. And then you just kind of, I'm watching this and I'm like, damn, when people always complain about like shows we don't have, but it's like, it's cool that like they take parents and like super just like, they really just do a great job at parenting. Now, one thing I will sit here and say, my biggest critique about that show is like, no, they don't have no type of intimacy at all between, like for them to have 5 kids, like bro, that the most you ever see Anthony Anderson in the fucking, what's her name? Tracy Ellis Ross is like a peck. Like, it ain't no real like kissing or nothing. Like they be in the bed together, they talk about having sex, but they don't have no real like kissing scenes. And maybe because it was an ABC show, but I'm just like, bro, y'all got 5 kids.
Like the Cosby, they ain't have sex, but you know.
Yeah, I think that's kind of makes it a little bit more
family oriented.
Because that would take it away then.
I ain't even sitting here saying sex. I'm just looking for a decent kiss. Like, nigga, them jokes was like, because I'm gonna tell you why. Because to me,
they look too much like acting type. They're not look like they're in a relationship.
They don't look like they're in a real relationship.
They've been doing the show.
Yeah, like I feel like there's no, like it's a friend chemistry, but it's not a husband and wife for 20-some years with 5 kids. It ain't that type of, and I feel like there's more chemistry between the grandmother and the grandfather than it is with them two. And they divorced.
I'm trying to think who, because everybody else you gotta think about it really be, because I can't eat Martin and Gina. They was
that's what I'm just saying like it's just
my
to
wife
me
and kids. They was and
that's my point. So that's all of those shows.
You might be right because like and what's naming them like the little Home Improvement and all them like they was never really like kissing and all that on scene. So it might be just a network thing then for real.
Yeah, it may just be a network thing, but I'm just still. But
I'm trying to think about,
but I'm just saying. Even if you go back to My Wife and My Wife and Kids, their shit still. Even if they didn't never kiss, it just felt more.
Family Matters didn't either. They didn't really. They didn't.
They gave like
they gave relationships. They gave conversations and stuff like that the kids might have been, but they didn't never really like kiss or none of that.
I think they did.
Who did? No, I think they just talk. I don't think they really kissed like that.
I mean, if you maybe I'm just looking because I watch too many other just like R-rated type of shows, so maybe this.
Yeah, because I think like even like what was the House of Pains, like even in that one, they don't. Yeah, a lot of those, like I said, I don't think they really do too much of that.
I'm trying to think of now when you just said House of Pain and you just said My Wife. I feel like My Wife and My Kids was more like it just seemed like they was even, and the crazy thing is
because it's more comedy.
But it just seemed like they may be a little bit more intimate. It felt like their relationship was a little bit more intimate. Yeah, their relationship
was more, like I said, this looked like it might have been kind of awkward.
Yeah, like Anthony Brown and fucking I said Anthony. Why I fuck this nigga last name up every goddamn time I bring his name up? But their marriage just seemed like a friendship. Like they seemed like great friends on camera, but it never felt like,
because she was more intimate with girlfriends with old boy, right?
I ain't never, like, I watched Girlfriends, but I never paid attention. Like I'm watching this, like I'm actually paying attention. Like I didn't watch Girlfriends and it just be like it's on, but I ain't really paying attention. Like I be watching Blackish and really be paying attention. And they'll be like, bro, I just love the way they parent. Like that Prince episode, it to me it kind of tied into what we were just saying about just like how music make people feel, because it was like the kids was like really just thinking about it, even just how we even started this episode off talking about You the Birthday, and their kids was like geeking off of Gucci Gang, and this kind of like, and you looking at it in real time, and just like Gucci Gang, that song, and Lil Pump himself as a rapper, that shit didn't age well at all. So they just super like,
and that's why I kind of told you with that whole, like when you say like the same thing, like how can you really captivate on the birthday thing, like that Gucci Gang, it really ain't do nothing. Everybody else capitalized off of it. He really didn't see too much after it died.
No, he probably after it died down, but at that time he probably capitalized.
Yeah, he capitalized off of it, but a lot of other people capitalized off of it too.
For sure,
yeah,
of course.
So that's why I'm saying
it's an easy song to make a parody of.
And it's a saying. And so I like what I said. That's why I don't think that birthday thing you really going.
Yeah, I guess going back to the birthday thing, I think me personally, I just would want him to kind of be able to attach himself to it so you can kind of build off the audience. You may, even if you don't capitalize off the song, you just want people to know like it came from your song.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you, to back on the Blackish thing, what song or would you introduce to your kids, or rapper or artist would you?
to me, I would even screw an artist and screw the song. It could be artist adjacent, but I was like house party to me. Like house party, like watching house party, because it's kind of like it's tied into like they like that to me. House party kind of give you the total like black experience, right? Like from the first house party 2, shit, even class act, like all of that kid in play, because it's like it's rap. I mean, they are rappers, and the whole DJ and going to the house parties and all of that. I feel like that to me is like damn, they should be almost like mandatory for your kids to kind of.
But you would introduce them to that. I mean, because that's not like how we dancing or how a party is now. So that
you can't even say that. But I seen 2 little dudes going viral over the weekend. It's the song what's the Ben? Watch me, Ben. Like because I mean because they have those moments where certain songs get big and during the dance, like that little Ben joint is like. It's super big, of course, in Texas because the dude is from Dallas, Texas. So, like, I think you had their moments because they and how you know it was kind of like this wasn't them trying to do like a cool TikTok. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, one of my biggest pet peeves with kids is them fucking pajama pants. Oh my god, it just drive like I know I'm old because I know the kids like just. But every time I see the kids in the gym with fucking them goddamn checkered pajama pants on, it drives me fucking insane, dog. Oh my god, it drives me insane. Like I know that's some old man shit because I know that's their little. But like, how did y'all let that become a thing? Like that shit just pisses me off. Like I be so mad. Like I don't know what pissed me off more. The kid, I ain't gonna sit here and say it's probably not even close. I was about to say the kids in the fucking Pooh Shiesty mask or the kids in the pajamas where it's like, because both of them portraying something. Like the kid in the
comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, it's just lazy as shit. Like, come on.
Yeah,
dog.
but you just, I mean.
I don't want my kids to pick. I wouldn't want my kids to pick up that habit of just not giving a fuck and putting effort on coming outside. Like, especially at that young age. Like, you supposed at that age when you're young and you're like in high school, middle school, you're supposed to care what you look like. Those are the ages of when you actually supposed to care about what you got on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Guess it depends on where they're going.
Yeah.
They wear it everywhere. I've seen it. There's not a place I have not seen a kid with the fucking pajama pants on. That's why I drive. That's why I'm saying I'm comparing it. Like it's literally like to me, it's like 1A and 1B with the goddamn shiesty. Like the kid with the pajama pants, I feel like all right, that's just like a kid that come from a nice home. He just super soft, and his parents let them just do anything. And then the kid with the shiesty is like your parents still let you do anything, but you just from the hood. So it's like two different. It's like both of their parents kind of just letting them just do whatever. But one is just like letting like their kids live in a good neighborhood because guess what you're not gonna see? You ain't gonna see no kids outside in them fucking pajamas in no fucking hood. That shit, like when you see the kid in the pajamas, you kind of know you were like in a nice area. Like you go somewhere like Bowie, Montgomery County, all the kids just running around outside in fucking pajama pants. You go in the hood, all the kids running around with Pooh Shiesty masks on. Both of them should be a fuck no.
I get pajama pants. Give me the pajama pants.
Of course, anybody listening will want the pajama pants, but I still would want my kid to give a fuck about what he got on. Because if you think about it, if you allow a kid to get away with that so long and then your kids go to college, you don't necessarily know when they go to college, is that pajama pants going to transition over? Or
that's what they do. In college, niggas best shit me. Motherfucker, you ain't getting dressed every damn day.
I mean, I ain't never been. I mean, you've been to college, so I can't argue with you on that one. But I would want my kid to be a little bit prepared on just be able to know how to dress and put a decent outfit on.
What if they do? They just comfortable when they in their pajama pants.
And that shit just like you could have picked up some sweatpants. Like, how the hell we get to pajama pants? And they always them fucking like they ain't even some cool like pajama pants. They always them fucking black and red checkered jumps or the white, black, and gray was like, oh my god, that shit drive me crazy, dog. Like, and again, I'm okay with being the old man, and that's just some old man shit. And I don't have no kids, so I don't understand. So, but I'm not gonna lie to you, them goddamn pajama pants be driving me fucking nuts. Yeah, but yeah, I get, like I said, if I was to introduce my kids to something like house party, to me is something like just because it's just like it's like one is like it's a time thing, and then you can kind of as a kid you can kind of see yourself as any one of those characters, whichever one you feel comfortable, like that's kind of like you. Even when you talk about class act and just like how a kid was just kind of like the corny nerd dude trying to figure it out and hang in with the cool dudes and like how can I blend in? Like I do feel again from House Party 1 to 2, maybe it started to get a little bit crazy when they got to like House Party 3 and then you talking about like Immature and all them was in there. I'm cool on that, but like the first 2 house parties and class act, I would like if you sit here saying like some music stuff that's kind of tied to with a movie, I would want my kids to kind of watch that. Like I feel like that kind of like sum up like just being black in the early 90s. Like yeah, in the early 90s or mid 90s, whatever that you want to call that. That to me, what I would because music is kind of like because I feel like after that it kind of just get crazy. Like Because after Kid and Play, then we go straight Snoop Dogg. I don't want. I like it's cool. I wouldn't want to introduce my kids to Snoop Dogg. And let's be clear, Snoop Dogg got a whatever that. I ain't listened to the whole album, but that whatever the single is that he got on Apple Music with Swiss Beats. I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of like that joint. But it was again, that's to me that's cheating when you really lean super heavy into the sample. What's the name of the song? Step with Snoop Dogg and Swiss Beats. They sampled some old song, and it was just like Snoop just got that cool old school pimp voice. So that sample that they kind of whatever that song that they flip, it fit perfect. But it was a good job from Swiss and Snoop. But yeah, I wouldn't want to like I'm thinking about it now. Like I don't know no songs that I would want to sit here and maybe like the stanky, because they ain't gonna
stanky leg.
I don't know. Because you don't want to sit here. I'm not about to sit here and say, hey, let me introduce my kids to fucking Jeezy. Like maybe Wayne, I see girls kind of do the little cool shit with Lil Wayne where they like just pick a random ass Lil Wayne song and they rap it. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is some girl who be doing the Jones in the car. I think she from Philly. Oh my God, she went so fucking crazy when I seen her rap the Lil Wayne Jones, the Canon Lil Wayne Jones, and then she rapped the Freeway Jones. Oh my God, she be bugging out in the car. But again, like I said, I don't necessarily know. Like to me, that's why I said the safe choice would be Kid and Play. Kid and Play introducing the House Party 1, House Party 2, and Class Act. Like I don't know nothing else. Because anything else, I feel like it's too much. Like I would rather my kids stumble into bad music, I'd rather them to stumble on their own time. I don't want to sit here and be introducing them to that. That shit like almost like the people who like I'd rather my kids smoke in the house, drink with me. Like, nah, fuck, no, I ain't doing that, dog. I'm cool on that shit. Like, I just honestly, y'all got a song that y'all always want your kids to listen to?
I feel like anything not like 90s music.
I mean, me go. I mean, that's
like what's do you have a go song?
Hello would probably be the cheat code. I think that's a cheat code right there. It'll probably be some, maybe one of them, like probably even the Gucci bandana. Like something like
that's what I'm saying. That to me, that's still kind of like, I ain't gonna say that's not new because I mean, of course, that you talking about still those songs are like 10, 15 old now. But if you saying go, like you gotta start like from the beginning. You can't go Gucci bandana out the gate. Like how the fuck you skip Hugger Bucks? Like you talking about like shit that you grew up on.
Right. But that's what I'm putting them on. I can't sit here and put them on to Chuck Brown. I wasn't around listening to Chuck Brown like that.
But you was around for Hugger Bucks.
I don't know Hugger Bucks. I didn't just the one or two songs. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all they had. I mean,
they had out, but that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't introduce something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't introduce something that I don't know about. If I'm gonna introduce you, I'd rather introduce something that I know of, that I can relate to, or be like, yeah, nah, this is back in the this CD, this, yeah.
You know, how you see? That's why I said it get tricky. Like how you skip like Red Essence, Junkyard? Like you grew up on them songs. Like how you skip like Off the Wall? Or Rough It Off or Titty Balls, like.
But it's something that they can relate to, though.
I guess. Like I said, that's why it do. I mean, again, that's where it kind of get hard, and again, that's why I appreciated that episode of Blackish because that is something that kind of you can just think about. Like I said, I'm so mad. I'm not mad at myself because I get to enjoy it at my own time, but I am mad that people don't really talk about Blackish when like. People be sitting here complaining about like they ain't no good black like that shit. This show literally just got canceled. Maybe a couple years ago, if that long ago. I feel like maybe like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but when it was out, people was talking about it. People was giving us props.
I feel like they ain't give it to them loud enough. Not like how we see people again. Like I guess my comparison is social media, like baddies and shit.
Nah, people was talking about it. Nah, but yeah, but it wasn't just so. It wasn't on social media. Like it was on TV. You know, people watched it. At work, people talk about it.
Maybe.
Because I don't think social media was like, people wasn't doing breakdowns of TV shows like around that time.
Yeah, probably not. They probably wasn't. Not at that time, they wasn't. I'm with you.
Because that wasn't until what? The pandemic when y'all started reviews and all that?
Yeah, you're probably right. And that's when they probably started to come towards the end. That's probably their last season or two. Yeah, you might be right. Again, real quick, I guess to switch gears a little bit, I do want to give a lot of credit to Lori Harvey. I mean, of course, everybody know who Lori Harvey is, but maybe you do remember or you don't remember that her and Michael B. Jordan was dating at one time. And I don't know where this interview was, when she did this interview, but she basically was sitting here saying that The only reason why her and Michael B. Jordan didn't get married because she was still in her 20s and she felt like she didn't get to live enough life yet. She was still trying to figure out life. She still wanted to date around a little bit to really figure out what, I guess, like, like what true love actually feel like, or if what they had was actual love, or this was just something just, like new for her. So again, like, and the reason why I wanted to give her some credit for that, because I do feel like a lot of people aren't that honest, especially because I feel like it's easier for women to say that, because when men say it, most women take it as BS. Like, oh, nigga, you just saying something, you just wanted to fuck, and now you acting different that you gave up the pussy. Because that's what women will say to a man. Like, if a man say that, women will give it a pushback and sit here and drag it like, nah, you just sit here, you just scared to commit. But for her to say it, and you kind of pay attention to her dating habits after Michael B. Jordan, which she kind of slowed down a little bit, but she still had probably a nice 3 or 4 other dudes after that little run. I don't say, did she or did she? I feel like after Michael B. Jordan, I feel like she kind of went straight to the Snowfall nigga. I could be wrong. I can't remember. I ain't about to say act like I know all her dating history. But that was it. Right after Michael B. Jordan, it was the.
Ain't they still together?
The Snow, yeah, I want to say they was just recently. Maybe like a couple weeks ago, they had that video going viral of them kissing out of the country. Yeah, so maybe. Like I said, I can't remember on top of my head.
I think they came out public, like people like right after Michael B. Jordan. I think you've seen her with him.
Oh no, so was Michael B. Jordan before or after Diddy? That was after.
That was after.
Diddy was after Michael B. Jordan, or Michael B. Jordan was after Diddy. Which one was?
Diddy was first.
Oh, okay. For real?
Yeah. When you talking about they had the matching pajamas and all this,
and Future was Future before that? Or
Future might have been in between there. Oh, Michael B. Jordan was the last public relationship she was in before Idris or whatever his name is.
So I mean, again,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so I mean, like I just respect her honesty. If that's her real reasoning, I respect it a lot, just because I feel like a lot of people, especially a lot of women, don't come out and say stuff like that. But again, and most men, if a man come out and say that, 9 times out of 10 he will get dragged for saying it. So I just appreciate her just being honest and just giving herself the opportunity to be able to come out and say that. So again, like I said, shout out to Lori Harvey. I respect it. And I'm sure realistically, it may have you could add and maybe a little bit of clout chasing to it, because Michael B. Jordan, of course,
yeah, because Future was after Diddy,
and all of them was before Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah, because it was Justin, I think, Tracy. God damn, yeah.
Let's go Chick-fil-A real quick.
Cintron told me on Good Friday he simply walked into the bathroom during his break like he always does. Jaden Cintron was hard at work at Chick-fil-A on Monday, but on Good Friday, his character was tested and he passed with flying colors. Kinston police say on Friday, almost $10,000 in cash was left in the restaurant's men's restroom beside the toilet. Cintron walked into the stall during his break like he always does and saw the cash.
Then I just picked it up and I brought it to Human Resources.
The money was inside 2 envelopes when he found it. I asked him why he didn't just keep the money for himself.
But that's not what Jesus would have done. That's not what God would have wanted.
Cintron said his faith guides his thought process.
Money is useless without character.
Kinston Police Chief Keith Goyette said it's amazing that Cintron did what he knew was right.
A lot of people will unfortunately take that money and run with it, but kudos to that employee at Chick-fil-A. Definitely deserves an award.
John McFall is the owner of the Chick-fil-A in Kinston. He said Cintron embodies the Chick-fil-A way.
A true leadership, true integrity is doing the right thing when no one's watching. And Jay did that in this case, and he should be commended for it.
Cintron said the owner of the money found out he turned it in and offered him $500 for his good deed. Cintron declined the money several times before eventually accepting it. He said he didn't want a cash reward for simply doing what was right.
I don't want anything out of this. I did this because that's what Jesus would do.
And I spoke to several customers here at Chick-fil-A about what happened. All of them told me Jaden did a great thing and he deserves every last bit of the recognition he's getting. Live in Kinston, Chris Cook, WITN News.
Always good to do.
I'm gonna leave Jesus. I'm gonna leave Jesus out of this because I watched a conversation with Big Bank and D1 and they was arguing about religion. So and it made me very uncomfortable to watch them two niggas argue about religion. But I'm leaving Jesus out. Jaden, you are fucking crazy out your goddamn fucking Chick-fil-A.
What would Jesus do?
Man, ain't no way in hell I'm returning no 10 bands. Especially if I found it in the bathroom. Man, nigga, I would have stuffed that shit in my pants. And I would
Yeah, if I seen like you dropped it, they'd be like, hey, you dropped this.
No, but if you seen saying I'm going to the bathroom and take a piss
And
and
it
I
was
see
just
10,
dead?
man,
Nah,
ain't
yeah,
no
nah.
way on God's green earth.
No, if
nigga.
I'd have seen you dropped it, like it fell out your, I'd be like, excuse me, you dropped something. But hell no, I found it in the bathroom. Oh, I'm not.
Nigga, I would have found the quickest way I could have sit here and called out for work for the rest of the day, or make a call home, or whoever my closest family member is. Man, somebody gonna come and get this 10 bands. I'm getting this 10 bands out of here immediately. It would have took me 10 minutes to get that 10,000 out of there.
Shit, I'm taking the trash out. I just cleaned the bathroom, take the trash.
Man, I don't give a fuck what I'm doing, but I'm taking that 10 bands. If my car parked outside, nigga, I'm walking to the bathroom. I'm walking to my car real quick. I need to run to the car for some reason, and I'm putting that 10 bands under the goddamn seat. And nigga, as soon as I get off work, I'm getting the fuck out of there. Ain't no way in hell you sitting here saying I turned in 10 bands and they gonna give me. No, that's what I hate about. Every time
but then because that I think that then the cameras will, you know, like
ain't no cameras in no bathroom, nigga.
No, but they saw you going in there.
So what? You think?
No,
you think the person who left $10,000 remember that he left it in the bathroom? No.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
What if it's a setup by you?
Man, I don't give a fuck. We'll find
that's on your fault. And you ain't getting this 10 back.
So,
but would you be mad if it was fake though?
No,
I'd be mad as shit.
If it was fake,
I'd be mad as shit.
But nigga, I'm a chance it. I don't give a fuck. I'm taking that 10 racks. You crazy as hell. I don't know what it's paid. I don't know how much people get paid at Chick-fil-A, but I'm sure for a fact that $10,000 could have held him down for a minute if he did get fired.
For sure, yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Ain't no, I'm not. Come on, dog. Anytime these people, every time we play one of these stories, and somebody sit here and turn back money in, dog, they get some crackhead shit for returning thousands of dollars. Like, bro, you give me $500 and I turned in 10 bands.
Yeah.
The fuck are we?
You could have gave me 1,000.
Exactly. 1,500. Like, make me feel like I really did some shit. Like, come on, nigga. The fuck are we talking about? Like, you gave me 500 punk ass dollars, man. Stop, dog. And especially in this economy, what the fuck is $500, dog? Like, what? Come on, man. Don't piss me off.
Tonight, the bill is finally coming due for a driver with nearly 900 unpaid tickets in D.C. Take a look. This car with Maryland plates was impounded yesterday. A license plate search shows that it racked up $262,204 in fines from a staggering 893 tickets. My goodness, D.C. has been cracking down on out-of-state drivers with unpaid tickets for the past 2 years. This was all under the STEER Act, and it gives the district the ability to hold repeat dangerous drivers from Maryland and Virginia accountable. New tonight.
Hey, dog, let me tell y'all something. I'm off the rip. After I get one ticket that I know for a fact it's kind of getting steep up there and it's getting close to 1,000, I'm just not driving in the city or parking in the city no more. Like, how the hell you get $200,000 worth of ticket and you still got the audacity to drive in the city and park your car? You're crazy as hell. Ain't no way on God's green earth I'm sitting here parking my damn car and I know that I got $200,000 worth of tickets. You know how crazy that is? $200,000 worth of tickets. And you still proceed, and ain't no, come on, dog. Ain't no way on God's green earth. Like, niggas is crazy. Like, some shit just don't even make sense. And then if I get my car get towed for 200 bands, I'm not paying this shit. It's yours now. Just let me get my shit out.
You don't have to do something because you can't get your tags and stuff.
You can't. It's if you got Maryland tags, they don't. That shit don't. Them two things ain't got nothing to do with each other. That's why they took his car, and that's why they said DC starting to crack down on it because niggas was like, oh, I live in Maryland. I'm not paying this shit. Especially if they park, like it's a different. I mean, of course, if it was like a speeding ticket, I mean, well, if it's a camera ticket, you still ain't got to pay it because, nigga, it ain't no point on my license. But I mean, of course, it's a difference between if you actually get pulled over. So again, like I said, I ain't no way in hell. If you get over $1,000 worth of tickets, you playing a risky. I'm not playing with DC like that.
What if you wasn't even paying it no mind? You just
200,000.
No
tickets.
No, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you driving. You because he got pulled over in the city.
No, he parked his car.
Oh, he parked in his car in the city. Oh, okay. I thought he got pulled. I thought he got pulled over in the city.
No, he parked his car.
That's more than your man. Fuck that.
Man, nigga,
that's much more than your car.
Nigga, know it's more than your car. Nigga, 200,000. That means he would fucking be driving like a Bentley or a Maybach or some crazy shit. Like, come on, dog. Ain't no way in hell. Yeah, I'm cool on that. Real quick, I guess because
what you gonna do? Jail time?
No, they just gonna keep your car.
That's crazy.
Here's what you can't put it. They ain't gonna let you put it on no payment. You know, he had 800 tickets. They're not letting you put that on no payment plan.
That's what I'm saying. So like something you got,
nigga, that car belongs to them.
Yeah, nah, nigga, you need to serve some time or something. Community service. I don't know.
Shit, they probably. But guess what? What think about it? What this is tickets? This is shit. This basically free money to them. So if I get I want to say the car look like an Audi truck. So okay, a free car. We'll auction this motherfucker off and we'll get our money from you some way because it ain't no. Yeah, think about it. It's tickets. It ain't no like you ain't do nothing to really buy. Like nigga, they just parking tickets. So basically, that's just free money to them.
Oh, it's just parking tickets, parking the wrong spot. It wasn't no like camera speed.
I mean, I'm sure some of them probably with speeding cameras or whatever the case may be. But my point is still is tickets. That it's not like you really actually done. Like it ain't like you broke into a bank or you stole some phones or something where you like they need to do jail time. No, you just keep the car and you sell it. You take it, you get it to the auction. You'll probably get some good money for it. Real quick, I forgot to sit here and talk about this when we right after we rolled onto the Gucci thing. Probably should have brought this up. So Offset, man, did I feel like I need to play this dude because he kind of like been getting his shit off all week. But anyway, Offset and Lil TJ got into it at the casino and it was a fight. The only thing I will say about Offset, he got a bad gambling problem because it's like it's nowhere in hell. This nigga was in a wheelchair and he was back in the casino. So for people who don't remember, maybe a couple of months ago, Lil TJ and Offset had like a back and forth via Instagram DM because Lil TJ loaned Offset some money and basically sit here and saying, and Offset was kind of blowing him off like, nigga, I ain't giving you your bread back. Yes, you SOL, ain't nothing. I don't got nothing for you. I do want to. Man, I'm trying to see if they got this dude tag.
You were wondering why All-Star JR was wearing this shirt.
Y'all like giving all the good breakdowns. Where's his Lil TJ? No Gucci snatch, Lil TJ. Here we go.
Here come the bruh. All right, bruh. Now here come the real. Now here comes the real. Everything I'm about to tell y'all is 1,000,000% facts. I will get the fuck off social media if this ain't true. All blogs, y'all can run this, y'all can have this video. YouTubers react. Everything I'm about to say, and I'm about to say it without swearing. I'm gonna try my best. So here's what actually happened, man. Offset done with the casino, whatever is whatever. I don't know about the man debt or whoever he owe and all that, and I really don't care. Offset chilling, waiting for a ride. Lil TJ and his homeboys are over there. You feel me? They up over there chilling, and they press up on Offset. They jump Offset. It's all everything I'm about to say is on camera. But this where we gonna put the pressure on Lil TJ because you called that man a snitch. You lied on that man. Because if Offset would have snitched, he would have given a statement to the police and your charges would have been upgraded. Lil TJ ain't shoot nobody. And Offset ain't say you shot nobody because you wouldn't have got a bond. So the paperwork is actually going to reveal this because they waiting on CCTV. So everything I'm about to tell y'all is 100% factuals. Everything I'm about to tell y'all is all on camera. This fool Offset is getting jumped by a couple of cats. These cats is Lil TJ's crew. So Lil TJ crew, about 4 or 3 cats is jumping Offset, smacking him with the pistol and all of this shit, right? All right. I ain't really doing too much damage. You know, they smack him in the nose, you know, bloody his nose up and all this and everything. So Offset didn't get shot in his ass. Offset got shot in his waist. It almost broke a bone. So when y'all see Offset from now on, Buddy gonna be walking with that on his hip. But here's where things get interesting. Lil TJ got knocked out. What happened is the little nigga that got arrested ain't nobody crew. The dude who got arrested was just a fan of Offset. So so TJ got his ass knocked out by a fan. The nigga that's on the ground, that's Lil TJ. Offset already in the goddamn ambulance being transported. If Offset would have told, the charges would have been aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. You don't see those charges. That's why he got that damn charge. His charge actually comes from him and the damn fan getting into it because the fan knocked his ass out. Lil TJ, tell me I'm lying. So you just lied on this nigga and called him a snitch. That nigga never said you shot that shit. That nigga said he don't know what the fuck happened. So TJ, tell him about how your crew left your ass there while you was on the ground. That's what happened, bruh. Nothing else. Them is the facts. Everything I told you is a fact. Offset got jumped by little TJ people. They try to bang you with the goddamn blink. And then once he did that, mind you, it's all on camera. Once they did that and they whooping on him, Offset see his little TJ, he run over him, bam, 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 everything I say. He whooped on him, and then little TJ homeboy dolphined him and shot him. In the midst of little TJ and Offset basically squabbling, it really wasn't no squabble. It really was a do your best to fix move. Little TJ got his ass whooped by Offset. What ends up happening is TJ homeboy pop Offset, but in the midst of that, a fan actually knocked little TJ ass out. The fan is the one who's in jail. None of little TJ homeboys is in jail. So no, the person who shot this man ain't in no damn jail. Offset ain't doing no writing, no anything like that, because he know it's real consequences behind the shit that he claimed. So that's out. All that snitch talk and all that shit, bro, that's OUT. That's big out. I'm vouching for this. I'm putting my YouTube and Instagram shit on the line. Offset ain't say shit except I don't know what the hell happened. That's it. That's the seal of approval from Seti Nash. Flat out. But it's funny because little TJ, you just went on the internet and lied and try to look tough. Nigga, this ain't your big break, homie. Your career over with. You got beat up. You let 3 of your homeboys whoop on him. You ain't getting no action. Got punched on and got knocked out by a dude in a pink shirt. That ain't gangster. All right, bro.
Again, like I said, I mean, it was a long, busy week for hip hop music and rap artists. Again, like I said, that was him just breaking down the whole little TJ and Offset thing, and that again kind of even just proves my point back with the Gucci Man thing. When some people saying like, if you wanted to, you didn't have to sit here and tell or anything. For Offset to actually get shot and him not to say nothing and say I don't know nothing, and it's kind of, and again that kind of just lets you know how the internet is just stupid, and even little TJ is a little bit stupid, because for him to run and sit here and say Offset ratted on me, Offset a rat, and then nigga your fucking your charges is literally just disorderly conduct. Like nigga, wait, are you stupid? If Offset would have sitting here and said you shot him as in front of a casino, nigga, your ass would be in jail for attempted murder, like he said. They don't even have whoever was the person who shot Offset. They didn't even lock him. That person ain't even get locked up. And if I play the news clip, they'll sit here and say that person is still, like, they still don't know who that is. So for you to sit here and try to lie on Offset is kind of crazy. But again, we live in a world where most people comment on these things via social media, don't know nothing, ain't never been involved in shit, ain't never seen nothing. So of course, sometimes just fake news will travel farther than that. But again, like I said, shout out to Offset. He was performing at whatever concert or festival he had to perform at this weekend, and he performed. He got out of the wheelchair, stood up, did a little mini hop around on the stage after being shot. Two things, again, like I said, Offset is just horrible with just money, gambling, like, and that to me is scary. With to see him still back in a casino, and then you kind of, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Dez Bryant is corny. All the other people who sit here try to say Offset owe them money from gambling debts is just corny. Or where it's like, dog, if you sit here, if this was already a case and people didn't know this already, like people already knew this little TJ thing was a thing. And I shout out to Ebro. I respect the Ebro sit here and apologize to Offset, because he kind of like was jokingly, like, when they bringing up the topic, he kind of joking, talked about him and Offset had a bet over a Super Bowl game, and Offset lost and never paid him the $5,000. But he was like, he came and apologized, was like, I didn't want my name to be attached to everybody who was piling on Offset, sitting here and saying that Offset owed them money throughout that whole day. So again, I respect Ebro for sitting here apologizing to Offset for that. Like, dog, me and Offset actually cool, and I'm not sitting here trying to, like, I was just joking about a bet that me and him made, and I didn't think that, blog pages was going to pick that up and run with it. But again, like I said, Lil TJ, I've been said this before. A lot of these New York rappers is just having a rough time and just never gonna be able to get hot again. Like, you just gonna be like a rapper that maybe academics may talk about like here and there via a blog, but there ain't gonna be no big thing. And then that kind of tied into a conversation that started. And I do respect Cardi B for even still kind of holding down Offset a little bit. And maybe it wasn't even her just holding him down, but it was just her kind of like keeping her character just afloat as well, because some woman today tried to say via, I believe, like Twitter was like, oh, Cardi B 9 times out of 10 was buying all her own gifts, acting like Offset was buying them because he broke. And then she was just, and then Cardi B just clapped back to the girl like, one nigga, I'm not that lame to ever buy myself no gifts, and y'all got it fucked up. Offset ain't never been broke. So again, like I said, shout out to Cardi B, shout out to Offset. And real quick, while we talking about Cardi B, and you know, so funny how like the internet kind of be having their own little. And I don't necessarily know if it's a Threads thing or even if it trickles down to Twitter, but I've seen it recently, like Baltimore and DC kind of like be having their, and maybe because so many people are just coming to the DMV area, and then people kind of just don't be knowing like that Baltimore don't want no parts of being attached to the word DMV. But it kind of started a conversation. So before Cardi B came to DC, of course she went to Baltimore, and then so some girl was like, let me see the fashion girls who went to go see Cardi B's looks from Baltimore. So the post went viral. You seen the post?
I mean, I seen a couple of joints from both shows.
Oh, okay. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I looked in the comment section of some of the joints from Baltimore, and that shit didn't look good for Baltimore.
Yeah, it didn't.
It looked bad.
It didn't.
Oh my man, it was this one lady. I didn't know she was a man or a woman, though. She had a whole yellow outfit on, like it was like a bumble. Oh man, they was cooking this lady in this fucking comment section. So it was bad for Baltimore already. So then when Cardi B come to DC, and then she sit here and say, "Oh, I know the difference. I see the difference between DC and Baltimore now." Oh my gosh, she started World War III on fucking the internet.
Is that a bad comparison?
The comparison she made, no, it's not a bad one. But but it was already tension flowing around on the internet already before she made that statement. So when after she make the statement, now you kind of almost like you sit here and light the house on fire. Because and maybe and I'm sure she didn't know, because I mean I'm sure she ain't on Threads.
I'm just wondering, like, is it really that much of a
no, but I guess it depends on who you take. If you take the best that Brooklyn got to offer, then no, it's not a bad comparison, because it's fucking Fabulous from Brooklyn. But if you take the Brooklyn as a whole, I don't think people. I mean, I listen to enough New York people don't feel like Brooklyn niggas really get fly, so they kind of like maybe just like some like rough ghetto niggas. And the Harlem niggas is kind of like the get fly niggas, because you realistically Harlem, their track record of like get fly niggas is a long list of niggas. Even their offspring of niggas, where it's kind of like, all right, the offspring to the after Dipset, you still got Dave East. Dave East can dress his ass off. Compared to like, if you compare him to like Mano like kind of like the worst dressed nigga on that show. Like if you think about it, it's two Brooklyn niggas and it's two Harlem niggas. The two Harlem niggas always look on point, where the one Brooklyn nigga's kind of like, I'm holding down. Like Mano don't give a fuck though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of just like people feel like Baltimore niggas just don't be giving, and Baltimore don't give a fuck. They make they literally, if you go just into a random day with and the real thing, one thing I will give Baltimore a lot credit for, they really don't do the shiesty shit for real. Like they don't be like just hanging outside with shiesty. Fuck no. Hell no, not like that. I'm not saying they don't, but it's not as bad as it is in DC. Hell no.
I'm surprised.
I don't know why. Maybe I don't know, because it's hard to kind of explain. Them niggas be out like, and they be outside like their face, like you can see their face. But again, I don't. And they be outside, and maybe just because they be outside, and I don't know the police rules out there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why they don't wear the ski mask. Like maybe they don't feel like they need to. I don't necessarily know like the politics behind that part, but they don't. But again, like I said, shout out to Cardi B. She definitely put flames to the fire on that goddamn back, because they was having a hell of a back and forth going. And when she said that, like that shit just got crazy especially on Threads, because it literally, I'm talking about this fucking post of this girl with asking to see what the girls in Baltimore look like at the Cardi B. That shit was already going viral before Cardi B even sit here and said something. And after she said something, oh my God. But again, one thing I will say, even when I seen girls or women from the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, you can kind of tell the difference between the younger girls and some of the older women who just going to see Cardi B just because they like Cardi B. Because of course I'm older, so I do follow some older women who kind of still, again, back to our original conversation, you still trying to like be a little bit youngish. But you going to the jump where the younger girls is like in their 20s and their early 30s, nigga, they going in there with their ass cheeks hanging out, their titties hanging out, half naked. Where the older women, you going in there with like a concert t-shirt.
With your ass still out.
No. Nigga, they was looking like I seen a couple of groups of older women. Not saying all, but I personally, with my own two eyes, I seen a couple group of older women looking like older women at a concert that maybe they a little bit too old for. Because I think about it, if you pushing 40 and your body ain't, and you kind of may got a couple kids.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I was saying you still doing the look, but you not.
No, to be clear, some women can do it. Some women in their 40s who can still pull off the look and did the schoolgirl thing and had their cheeks hanging out and had their titties still out, and then it was some that was fully dressed. I'm just saying, if you got to go to the Cardi B and everybody else half naked and you going fully dressed, maybe you should have stayed home. I mean, of course, you want to enjoy yourself. I mean, enjoy yourself, but you could just see it look like completely different with all the younger girls whose body still snatched and they still got a lot of body to show. They had their ass and titties out.
You know the new hustle down there, out there?
What?
They're taking the pictures outside of the arena.
What you mean?
SB Bammers out there with their cameras, taking those pictures and printing them out.
Huh?
Yeah, do you see them pictures where the girls are walking in the middle of the street and all that?
Oh, and like the picture be like super clear.
Yeah, that's Bammers with their cameras out there.
So are they like texting them to you? How do they get them to come to the Instagram? They got it because they can't be just printing them out.
Yeah, no, some of them printing them out.
But for you to upload it to your Instagram and it's still
that's
clear, like professional, I'm sure somebody got it.
Some print them out, and then some of them just doing the boom, boom, boom. Like you just swipe your card.
Damn, that's a smart ass hustle,
man. And they be out there with their cameras,
you know,
lights, and all
you know
that
what's
shit.
so funny? Because you just said that, and I literally just seen a homegirl of mine. Her and her friend was literally in the middle of the street, and it looked like they was at a photo shoot.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I ain't know somebody was down there doing that.
Yeah,
I ain't seen
that's
that.
a bunch of
tight. That's tight. Shout out to whoever came up with that idea.
That's why I was just like, God damn. And you think about, like I said, because you don't got Mr. G and all them out there. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have those type of, you know. But shit, you got your camera.
No, you got your camera, and you give it, and it just gives a good
concert. It gives that. Oh, I was here.
Yeah, I was here at the Jones, and you get a good picture. So I mean, again, like shout out to whoever came up with that idea. They were smart for that one. That was a very smart idea. Again, like I said, shout out to Cardi B, Offset guy. You need to just stay down. Like that nigga needs to go get.
Wondering why.
But what?
Go ahead. What you about to say?
But how can you? To me, how can you stay down? Like what can you? You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got your girl. Like he might just be chasing that, you know.
Yeah, but you got to do it. Only reason why I'm gonna sit here and say you got to find another way to do it because you don't want to be. Yeah, but that to me is like, and I feel for Quavo because I'm sure his fucking stomach probably was fucking in his goddamn ass when he first seen that news. Because I mean, and the good thing that as soon as the news came out, it was like he was shot, but he was, you know what I'm saying, like he was okay. But because I'm like, nigga, he can't, like, imagine if he had to sit here and be like, he wake up and it's just, and then nigga, and the both, you talking about my two other fucking bandmates is gone now?
Off of gambling.
Yeah, that come on, dog. Yeah, and that would have been even worse. Both of them are from gambling. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
That's what you got to, but that's even for Offset, like, nigga, you should be moving smarter than that.
But that's why, I mean, a lot of people are bad with money.
For sure. Cool. And listen, and just trust and believe. I'm not, and listen to what I'm saying. I don't got no goddamn foot to stand on when it comes to how people blow their money and shit to do. But at the same time, you got to kind of know when you're having a problem, dog. You got to sit here the same way when people have a problem. They know, like, I need to slow down on shopping. I'm shopping too much. I'm spending too much money on shoes or clothes or out to eat or whatever the case may be. Sometimes you got to slow down and have a reality check with yourself. And I think, to me, for Offset, I should have not seen you after going through all of this. The next time I see you shouldn't have been on a goddamn wheelchair ride through the casino.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, it's a video of him going viral right now, like him in the casino.
Oh,
and maybe that was just him trying to basically, I don't know if he actually started to gamble again, or that was just him basically, you know, just taunting niggas like, yeah, whatever, I'm back in the casino. But just like again, it was a Detroit casino that came out and sit here and was suing him, saying, I want to say he had like $100,000 gambling debt with them. Like, Offset just like, bro, come on. Like, somebody got to talk. I don't know who need to talk to him or who need to be the family member or close friend or somebody got to sit here and pull up to you and be like, come on, dog. That to me should have been your biggest reality check. Because again, nigga, you can't, like, come on, dog. Like, the world keeps saying it could have literally just been one Migo left. Like that, come on, man. And then you got to think about just being careful with your money. And you don't want to sit here and just keep losing money to gambling because you don't want to be you don't want to be TLC.
But that's what
I'm talking about. And when I say you don't want to be TLC, you don't want to be the old person have to tour because you need the money to survive.
And that's why even when you said the whole thing, when you had the whole argument before, when you was like, oh, well, Stephon Diggs, his shit going, but like that's what I'm saying. Some people just be bad with money. It's no guarantee. I can have that hit, but I might be just bad with my money, and I might be just spending, got endless, debts here and there. Because who that we reported before, the basketball player who owed one of them casinos, was it Marcus Morris or one of them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I said, if you got that money and you got that access to it, I'm sure you're going to use. Oh, spot me this. I'm good for my credit line good for it.
Didn't Bruno Mars have a?
Yep, Bruno Mars. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just, you got that access to the money.
Yeah, see, but the sad thing is,
because let me ask you this: you being a gambler, if you was up, right, would you stop gambling?
Yeah, because I don't have a gambling nigga. I haven't gambled in like 2 years, so I don't have a gambling addiction because I work too hard for my money to be.
But that's
if
what
I'm
I'm saying.
I'm gonna fuck my money off on some pussy. I'm not fucking my money off for nobody.
Cool.
Goddamn casino.
All right,
like that.
All right. That's you spending your money. You going broke?
If I'm gonna go broke, I'm gonna go broke on some clothes or some box. I'm not sitting here going broke. Sitting here just I'm telling you, I haven't even looked at a fan dude after like 2 years. Like I be seeing people winning that shit. I don't have no urge to. I'm cool. If I need money that bad, nigga, I go work some extra hours. I'm cool. I'm not fucking with that shit because I just know how it's too easy. The same way, even with shopping now, the shit when it's that easy to your phone, it's hard to be like you gonna always keep seeing stuff. And after they get you to buy one thing, they gonna keep sending. Oh, you like hats? Do you? Here go another hat. Here go another hat. You ain't seen it. And then I'm gonna tell you what really piss you off is when you buy a hat. Like let's say if I bought hats from New Era. And I didn't because I'm just seeing whatever they advertising. I'm not going on the website, actually just looking and scrolling through hats. So then the next time, 2 days later, now they say, I'm like, damn, why the fuck you ain't say? I don't, because the only thing that'll blow me, I just don't like keep paying for shipping. The shipping, of course, be like $9 or $8. I just don't like keep paying for it. No, realistically.
Do you have a membership?
I probably should give memberships to all of them for whatever I got my email, but I just don't know if I'm signed up for a membership, but I should get a membership to all of them just for the shipping and handling. But I be thinking about it sometimes where it's like, even when you think about when I'm talking about when I went into the mall, even when you think about taking time to like actually just walk around the mall, and I guess that's maybe just me trying to rationalize it to myself when you talk about shipping and handling, because you kind of get to. Because you can, online shopping, you can do that shit when you first wake up in the morning or when you about to go to bed, whatever more convenient for you, where you don't lose no time in the day. From if you see here saying I'm trying to go to the mall, now I got to bounce around to this store and that store. I got to try stuff on where you save time when you just order stuff online. But at the same time, just ordering stuff online, one, you got to make sure you really just know your body type and you don't necessarily. And that's why I kind of be feeling like sometimes when I order certain things from TikTok, I just don't be in the mood to kind of make none of them videos. But I do be feeling people. I be having certain people that I only buy stuff if I see them put it on because I'm like, because I just know they're going to put on shit that's like just good quality. They just not going to be just buying just random shit because it's on a TikTok shop. So I do be feeling sometimes I be like, damn, I should just make a video. If I wear a shirt, I should just make one of them jokes. I don't necessarily know if they got to be on your page. I just don't want to be on my page. But if it's just a review for that actual shirt and it's just on TikTok, I do it. I got to probably just see how it works. I'm not promoting this shit on my page, but because I'm cool. But I do be thinking about it. I think about that shit a lot when you just come into just your how you get to save time, but it just be like at the same time, it's like giving a curse with it. Again, it's just like gambling. It's just an addiction where it's like you gotta know when to check yourself. Like, all right, come on, dog. You just ordered 3 hats. You only wore one of them. What the fuck are you trying to order a 4th one for? And that'd be just conversations that I be having to myself. Like, you can't just keep just ordering stuff just because it keep coming down the timeline, and then man, you might catch something on sale. Yeah, that'd be cool. That shit is a devil. I ain't gonna lie to you. You got to have a lot of self-discipline with dealing with all this stuff being so easy to your phone. I guess I'm trying to slow walk some of these more serious conversations, but I feel like we eventually got to get into them because these vacations kind of going crazy. Let's go Coco Golf real quick before we get too serious with some of these other conversations.
TikTok and Twitter for a month to come back on Twitter and see thousands of people talking about the way that I look and not in a positive way. There's nothing really to address, but I just wanted to come on here and talk about it. So first things first, let's start with the shoot. It was not a full production shoot. It was literally me and my social person who shot that shoot in my parents' backyard. That your hair is literally fine the way it is. My hair was good enough for a high fashion.
Hold on, I just want two things I want to pause real quick. One, shout out to Coco Golf and shout out to her parents. Nigga, she got her in my parents' backyard, nigga, and it is a real, legit, full-size fucking tennis court in her fucking parents' backyard. I just want to say shout outs to that because that was a flex, and it was like, and I'm sure she was.
Hope so.
I mean, of course, she is the highest paid fucking female athlete, period. But I'm just sitting here saying where it's like that was just like a slight flex where it was like, I'm just in my parents' backyard doing a photo shoot on with me and my social media person where it's like, God damn, I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, nigga, this backyard big as shit.
Fashionable brand like Miu Miu to promote one of their newest launches. So if my 4C hair is good enough for that, then yours is good enough to do whatever you need it to do. So I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm not going to apologize for my makeup. I don't feel the need to put on a full face of makeup to take photos. I'm not hating on people who do that because I am someone who also will put on a full face of makeup just to take photos. It's just that day I didn't want to do it because also to create a concept, that was not the point of it. And if you also look at the Miu Miu aesthetic, is the makeup for most of their shoots are very minimum, if not any. Sometimes the models aren't wearing any makeup because that's just Miu Miu. Like I said, they're you regardless. But y'all did knock a diva down. I'm not going to lie. 2 days I was feeling rough. I mean, I have someone who struggled with my looks throughout my life, just being a young Black girl in this world. But y'all did knock a diva down. I was down. Y'all knocked her down a few notches, but diva got up. And I feel better than ever. And I just want any person who's watching this who does feel... I mean, there's people who talk about Beyonce's looks, Rihanna's looks, Olandria's looks, Haley Steinfeld's looks. Like, those are some of the most beautiful people in the world. And there's still people who talk about their looks. So don't matter what you look like. There's going to be haters out there. So you're literally fine just the way you are. I promise you. And whatever you want to do with your appearance, do it. If you want to wear wigs, wear wigs. If you want to wear lashes, wear lashes. If you want to alter something in your face in a more permanent way, do it. Because at the end of the day, life is short and you just got to feel beautiful in your own skin. And
again, like I said, shout out to Coco Golf. And it's sad the fact that, again, like I said, for her to be a decorated tennis star like she is, and again, to be the most, I believe, last year in 2025, I want to say she made like $33 million. So for Coco Golf to be the most paid female athlete, and for her to still again, I mean, I know she's young, so that's why I'm never the person to sit here and say, don't allow social media to bully you. But again, I know people who just I want to just be on social media because I just enjoy being on social media. But again, you're still a human. So sometimes it's hard to you get new notifications. It's hard for you not to click it. And especially if you're just on there trying to enjoy yourself or shit, even if you on there trying to like fake date motherfuckers, or you've been flirting with people via their DM or their comment section. So of course you waiting to see if they going to respond. And that's 9 times. Most people see a lot of that stuff because you're enjoying social media for what you enjoy social media for. And then just sometimes you can't help but to stumble across the hate. I just hate the fact that but she's so successful and she allows the motherfuckers who probably can't even fucking afford to eat or on a daily basis or actually put brand new clothes on their body, sit here and baby to bully you out of your, you know what I'm saying, out of your looks and make you feel uncomfortable about a shoot that you did for something you getting paid for from a major luxury brand. Like that to me is kind of tough. Like it's like, damn, like I just hate that for her like that. And I hate that was even like she had to sit here and get on her social media and kind of address that, because then you kind of almost let the haters know that you kind of that they got the best of you. Did you sit here and say that, you know, it made you feel some type of way and you had to kind of take like a 2-day break to yourself to kind of get out of your feelings? Like I hate that she had to even go through all that. And that just to me is like, that's probably one of the things I just hate about social media. But again, like I said, I get it because she's young. And so I understand I can't sit here and say that you're not going to see it or whatever the case may be. Again, like I said, throw some prayers to Coco Golf. Don't allow them, especially I know it just be a bunch of broke ass motherfuckers, people who would just no fucking follow. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a follower. I'm a judge the shit out of you. I'm gonna look at the comment section. I go to you. I'm gonna click your page real quick. If you look like shit and you ain't got no followers, I'm not even gonna respond. You got it, gangster. Whatever you say, it's your world, big girl. again, like I said, I've been trying to put off the sad stuff for a minute. Let's go to some of these, I guess, more real conversations, and then I'll pick us up with my Angel Reese news after that. So let's go here.
News tonight, a pregnant rapper from Detroit is murdered in Atlanta. She was shot 4 times in the face this week, and her family tells us they have a good idea why she was targeted and killed. Know her as Qualisha Barnes. Followers of Detroit and Atlanta hip-hop know her as Sadiddy.
Probably because I know I'm worth a million.
Qualisha and her family are all from Southwest Detroit. She's been in Atlanta for a decade. The 36-year-old was 14 weeks pregnant, shot 4 times in the face in the middle of the night while in a car in Atlanta this week.
I heard gunshots, like maybe 4 or 5 gunshots, and then a car, Honda, just flew up the street. Like 20, 30 minutes later, the cops everywhere.
Atlanta police say it looks like someone shot through the windshield and drove off. They're using security video to piece it all together. Qualisha's family says she was targeted because she was pregnant.
We've got a general idea of the route that was taken, so we're going to have to backtrack some information to figure out the exact circumstance, if anybody was with her or not.
On top of her music, Qualisha was 2 semesters out from earning a nursing degree that will never be. Family, though, says they're going to get whoever did this. The family is all currently down in Atlanta. We talked by phone tonight. They are planning her funeral right now. It will be back here in Detroit. Developing news to
That shit, man, it be just so crazy where it's like, and it's messed up that they feel like the reason why she got shot is because she was pregnant. So that means I don't necessarily know if they saying that like the baby father got something to do with it. Hold on, I want to see.
Us here on 11 Alive and streaming on 11 Alive Plus. I'm Faith Jesse.
And I'm Cheryl Preheim. We begin with a story you'll only see here on 11 Alive News. A rapper's family identifies her as the woman shot to death in Southeast Atlanta.
That's right. 11 Alive's Chase Howell spoke to the family who believes she may have been targeted because she was pregnant.
According to the family of Qualisha Barnes, she was 14 weeks pregnant when she was shot 4 times in the face.
Probably because I know I'm worth a million.
You may know her by her stage name, Sadiddy.
The only Diddy in my city with a lyrics.
But those closest to her know her as a daughter and a sister.
I know her as Qualisha. I know her as Lily. I know her as we in the same house, in the same bed. That's what I know her as. All that friend stuff, I don't care about none of that. That was my sister. That was my baby.
Give us the strength that we need to survive.
Hand in hand in prayer, the family of Qualisha Barnes asked God for strength while coming to terms with her senseless killing. And it's moments like this that are helping them deal with her death.
Generally, if you met Lily, you instantly loved her. And she was such a jokester. You know, she liked to laugh and she always cracking jokes on me.
Barnes's mom, Francine Lopez Stewart, says her rap name fits her perfectly.
She loved makeup. She loved dressing up. She loved beauty. So, and she was a Diddy.
But Barnes wasn't just a rapper. She was also an aspiring nurse.
She made the dean's list. She had like 2 more semesters to go. She was so proud of herself and we were so proud of her.
As for what justice looks like, Lopez Stewart says seeing not just one person held responsible, but multiple, because she believes her daughter was set up.
If you instigate something that causes a murder, then you need some you need something. You know, I think you need to go to jail too.
According to Barnes's family, she had been living in the metro Atlanta area for about 10 years. As far as the investigation to who may have killed her, well, Atlanta police says that's still under
us here on.
I guess, the only thing I guess I hate about that whole story, I just hate that. Why do you have to call her a rapper? Because I feel like, I guess if she put out music, cool, but I just feel like if you're not like a real, like, I guess everybody
maybe for her area, she was like a well-known rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess maybe. I just hate. I feel like because sometimes when they use the word rap and they using the word, it's almost like you trying to like almost like tamper on like rap music a little bit. Because I do feel like sometimes, like when a niggas like may just had like, think about it, if a nigga only got one song out and then you just see him and be like, oh, he was a rapper. He had one song. Like he was somebody, like why he can't just be like, even for her, like she was a nurse. Why she just couldn't be a nurse?
They should have just led with that one. But like I said, maybe she was known in her area for me. You know what I'm saying? For her rapping.
I just be feeling like when they use the word rap, I just be feeling like you be just trying to like just throw smut on a person's name and make it seem like it's more than something than what it actually, whatever it could have been. If it's just somebody, if it was a female jealous because she might have been pregnant by somebody.
But did it have any ties to it?
I mean, I don't know because I don't know her music, and that's my point of what I'm sitting here saying is why that's why I don't like that they use the word rapper, because I feel like you using the word rapper like as like some undercovers type of bullshit behind it, where it's like Offset is a rapper, Cardi B is a rapper, like people like, and I'm not sitting here saying you got to be to that level, but I'm sitting here saying like, nigga, I kind of like I wanted you to kind of be like, I mean, I guess I just feel like people should kind of know you. My first time hearing about you shouldn't be because you got killed. If we're gonna sit here and use the word rapper, that's just my only thing. Where you could have just been like, she was a nurse, she was a, you know what I'm saying, like she was about to be a nurse or whatever the case may be. Where it's like, do you have to sit here and introduce like the rap shit? Because I feel like that don't have nothing to do with it. Especially if you saying that she sit here and they felt like this was a setup because of her being pregnant. Like, then what the fuck do it got to do with music? Nothing. But let's go to out of town trips going bad. There are two different stories. There's one with these sisters, and then there's another one that says this influencer who got killed in Africa. But let's go to sisters first.
Did you hear about the woman from Miami who went on vacation with her sister and ended up coming home in a casket? Denisha Delancey was just 29 years old, born and raised in Miami, Florida. A certified baddie from Liberty City, she loved to go out, travel, and enjoy life. This March, they were planning to celebrate her sister Sincaria's 29th birthday by planning a trip to the island of St. Martin with another friend for the very first time. The three young ladies booked a beautiful Airbnb on the Dutch side of the island, along with a private driver. As soon as they arrived on the island, they went to their Airbnb, got cleaned up, and immediately went out to have fun at a day party. Later that night, they went to a club called the White Rabbit, and they met a man from Trinidad who was now living in St. Martin. He was being very generous and making sure that they were well taken care of. So by the time the night ended, they told their private driver that they didn't need him anymore, and they decided to ride home with this man because he had also booked an Airbnb just a few doors down from theirs. They made it back to the room. The birthday girl and their friend Sasha went inside, while Denisha decided she was going to hang out with the men a little bit more. The plan was for them to go back to his Airbnb and hang out, but instead he drove her back to the club, and Denisha never made it back to her sister again. Her sister tried calling Denisha's phone over and over again, but there was no answer. Some hours later, they got a call from their private driver asking them if they were okay. And the girl said yes, but Denisha never made it back from hanging out with that man. When the driver heard this, he said, "Oh no, that man you were with, he was found dead early this morning." When the police first arrived on the scene, they thought it was just another traffic accident. But as they investigated, they saw that it was way more than that. Inside the car, they found a male driver and a female passenger, and they were both unresponsive. But when they investigated further, they realized that the crash was not the cause of their deaths. Police learned that the driver, Quincy Damon Sylvester, was a local businessman who was also suspected of being a drug lord. And police believe this murder was a targeted hit to execute him. Police say they found camera footage showing that there was some unknown men following Quincy around the club all night long. These men allowed them to leave the club and go all the way back to the Airbnb. But when they returned, they took their shot and got their man. Denisha just happened to be with him. Denisha was laid to rest in Miami by her family, who
So I do want to play her sister responding, I guess, to people speaking about this situation. And again, rest in peace to this young lady. And it's just one of the reasons why I just be, bro, like, I'm cool on going out of the country, because it'd be so much shit to be happening, and you kind of never just don't know, like, these people's laws and the way that hospitals and police kind of move and investigate stuff. It's not like America. Like, we can be, I understand as Americans, we complain about gas prices, as we should, because gas prices is ridiculous and they put in water and shit. We all should be able to complain about that. But just, yeah, that to me is like slight compared to some of the stuff that's going on in these other countries. And when I play her sister's response, you'll hear her sister sitting here saying, like, bro, that shit like happened over there, and and they don't even care. Like the people don't care over there. They're not doing no real job trying to figure it out or sit here and do no real investigation where you see and not saying that the murders get solved super fast here in America, but at the same time they kind of do, or at least people trying to put in the effort to actually find the people who done some of this stuff.
I'm on my way to see my sister, so I thought now would be the perfect time to get on here and say something, because there's just too much victim blaming going on. No matter how y'all try to spin a story, no matter if y'all blaming me, y'all blaming her, whatever, it does not fucking matter. Y'all don't know me and y'all don't know her. And I'm trying to get on here and not curse as much, but y'all really got us fucked up. It doesn't matter however y'all feel, what could have, should have, whatever. It doesn't matter. An innocent life was taken. And that fucking island don't want to do shit about it because they're trying to save face for their tourists. It doesn't fucking matter. We want justice because y'all have an active fucking gang war going on over there between St. Martin and Trinidad. Y'all don't want people to fucking know about it. So all the victim blaming needs to stop because no matter what, we want fucking justice. And I don't even get on here and do shit like this, but y'all got my sister fucked up. And again, I'm trying not to curse, but stop. All we want is justice. For one, I'm not giving y'all the story time, but for one, them fucking people lied to us when we first got there. They told us that it was a car accident. Whole time they fucking knew my sister had got shot. They tried to make it seem like, oh, it was just an accident, whatever. If it was not for our driver, we would not know shit. We learned more from the locals than we did from the police. And still to this day, they're trying to keep us out the loop. They don't want to tell us shit. It was not until this story or whatever got some traction that they wanted to update their news site, call her mom, say, oh, we have this person in custody or whatever. But before that, it was fucking crickets from them. They were so nasty to us. When they told me and my girlfriend, they were so nasty. They had no sympathy, no nothing, no empathy, no nothing. They tell us the news, oh, she's been in an accident, and we, reacting, crying, whatever. And they're looking at us like we're fucking crazy, like, okay, y'all can't sit in here and do this. Y'all got to get the fuck out of my office. That's literally how they treated us, and that's how we felt. We was asking for answers for days. It was not until I went back the next day and asked them, was she shot? Because the fucking driver, our private driver, told us that. He told us everything we already knew before we got there what was up, but they did not want to tell us nothing. They wanted to lie and say it was a car accident to save fucking face for those tourists, because they did not want it to get out that an American innocent female had been murdered. All we want is justice for my sister. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. I don't give a fuck how y'all want to turn a narrative on her and say that she could have did this, should have did this. It doesn't fucking matter. She was innocent and did not deserve that shit. Justice for Denisha.
Again, rest in peace to her. And the crazy thing is, I haven't seen, I guess I didn't go looking, but it's fucked up that if people sitting here trying to victim blame her and sit here and say it's her fault or whatever the case may be, that's kind of crazy to me. Like, how the fuck do you sit here and say, how can you sit here and say that that's her fault? Like, what was her fault? Did she, because I'm sure most people go out.
There's endless stuff that people won't say. Why would you leave? Why would you go back with him? You didn't know him, you just met him. It's endless shit that people gonna say.
But I'm out of town. I'm on vacation. That's what people do.
No,
vacation.
that is what people do.
But that's what they do in the comments. They always look into the victim, like she said, and be like, "Oh, well, why would you do this? You did this. You shouldn't have did that." Just like the young lady out. Remember the young lady, the little girl that got killed. Well, why was she out there? Why would she do this? Why would she do that? It don't matter why she did it.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. And it's messed up that you sitting here saying, again, like I said, with these countries, it's like you be out of town and it just be like, they be like, you SOL. Like, because of course, like Donald Trump ain't about to sit here and put his foot down and sit here and help you sit here and figure it out, because guess what they going to do? Because even the way the story come out, they going to say, oh, well, you was over there with a drug dealer. They going to just be like, all right, it is. And you black. You black, you was over there with a drug dealer. All they gonna sit here and say, they gonna throw their hands up. And again, that's why people will be in the comment section and they victim blaming and sitting here saying, oh, you shouldn't have been this, or you was this person that there. Again, like I said, man, rest in peace to her. That's just man, I wouldn't want to lose no family member, no siblings, especially if I'm a parent. I wouldn't want to lose my kid like that. Like you going out of the country to celebrate a birthday and you sit here, two of your kids go and one of them don't come back. It's like, damn. But again, that's what one of the main reasons why I'm just not geeking to rush to go to a bunch of places neither, just because it's like you kind of hear too many of these stories too often. And the sad thing about it is, if there was no TikTok or it ain't no Instagram, we would never hear these stories because these stories don't get big on the news. This is just literally somebody on social media, somebody, you know, saying whatever happened.
Some of them do.
Yeah,
Some of them do.
How often is that though? Because I feel like this shit, because I'm about to play another one.
No, some of them do. Like, I think it all depends on where it is.
Yeah, where it is and who it happened to.
Because remember that time when they was all them people kept drinking or whatever. They was finding them dead.
Of course, but that's something different. And guess what? A lot of those people was white.
No, it was black people.
No,
when they was in the Dominican.
But I think it was mixed. But I think it was a lot. I think it was maybe 50-50. But I get what you're saying. When people was going off, where was they going to, like the Dominican Republic or something? One of them,
and they was
and
people
kept finding them dead. They was drinking whatever. There was some poison in their drinks. Yeah, because it was so many people. But you think about it, that had to happen to probably at least 20-some people.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. Some stories.
And that's 20 people, and that was 20 people in a small ass time frame for that to even be big news. But again, who want to go somewhere and be like that many things had to happen where he's like, see here, so again, if it wasn't for social media, I'm sure none of us would have heard about this story.
I agree.
And I'm not sitting here trying to, I know it's summertime. I ain't trying to scare people to sit here and make me like I don't want to go travel. That ain't what I'm trying to do. But I do think that people should be a little bit more cautious and start thinking about some of this. I don't think you should hear some of these stories and then just try to victim blame so you can still go on your trip with a free mind. And I think that's why people do that all the time, where it's like, oh, well, if you didn't leave with that guy, this would have never happened, or this, that, and the third. If you would have went back to your job, like, yeah, that shit could have still happened, period. They was in the club and they was talking to the dude in the club. What if the dudes would have just shot him right there in the club? What would have been the difference?
Mm-hmm.
So again, like I said, yeah, I feel like that shit was kind of fucked up. But again, I do want to play this other story that's kind of breaking right now via social media. And again, that's why I say sometimes these blog pages kind of be good for something.
I did the same age.
It's who? The sisters and this dude? And this girl I'm about to play?
Yeah. Because that's why I was kind of confused. I'm like, damn,
you thought it was two different stories?
No, I thought it was the same story.
You know, so crazy when I first seen this on Twitter, and I kind of just paid it no mind because I'm like, because it looked maybe when I first seen it video, why I paid it no mind because the tiger looked fake.
No, see, I didn't see it. When I just saw the little caption, I'm just like, huh? I thought she was with her sister.
Oh,
that's why. That's how I saw it. I'm like,
so you thought it was the same story?
Yeah, and then when they said engaged, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe this is a different day.
Yeah, two different jobs. Yeah.
Trigger warning, this is a crazy story out of Tanzania. Once again, trigger warning. This is going to be a very, very sad story that would upset a lot of people. Listen to it and comment down below. Lifestyle influencer Ashley Janae was found unalived at Tanzania resort days after celebrating her birthday and getting engaged on the same trip. Her fiance, Joe McCann, told authorities she basically unalived herself from a tree, Her family is rejecting the story and want further investigation. Now, this is a real crazy story to me because apparently it was her birthday. She was having a good time. She was posting and she got engaged on the same weekend, and out of nowhere, her husband is the one allegedly telling authorities over there what happened and also bringing the stories back to her family. Now, her best friend went to X and basically said, if you know Ashley, you know she would never do something like this. This is sparking a lot of controversy online. He hasn't spoken out yet. Once again, I don't know what happened, so I have to say allegedly right now because this is a very, very, very sticky situation. When it comes to these vacations and when it comes to going away with these people, y'all have to pay attention. Now, on top of all of this, she is and he is, it shouldn't matter, but the climate that we in right now, baby girl, you ain't had no business going over there with him in the first place. But I get it. That's your lover, and that's probably who she thought she was going to spend the rest of her life with. Now, she is a lifestyle influencer, so I've seen some of the footage and stuff of her being over there with lions and stuff like that. This just really sounds like the happiest weekend of her life turned into the worst one, and we don't really have answers right now. Y'all comment below to update each other. Y'all know how we do over here. I'm just going to bring y'all this news. Please, y'all, stay safe. I'm just a messenger.
Y'all got any thoughts? I ain't gonna lie to you. That's one of the reasons why. Again, recipes to that young lady, but man, Dr. Umar, bro, that's why he be telling y'all No, what do you say? No, no rice, no spice, no white. Like, I don't like, because the fucked up part about it is they not gonna even look, because he's a white man, and that's the sad thing.
He is.
Yeah, the dude is white. So y'all, you kind of know. And this shit happened in another country. Let's just be honest. They're not gonna sit here and put the press on to really sit here and figure out what's going on. I promise. Like, the sad thing is, this shit ain't gonna go no farther than the shade room. Watch what I tell you. I guarantee you.
Nah, nigga, you ain't gonna be able to come back home.
Why not? If it ain't catching, I mean, he won't with like.
Because let's be real. We'll say I'm sure realistically, if their family don't got no real, they never really met him before. I'm like, again, I could
it's not a long time.
I mean, I don't know. I don't, because I don't know her. So I mean, you have to go to her page and look. But I'm just going out on a limb for them to sit here and kind of have to take it to the internet and sit here and say that they know that their daughter or their sister wouldn't sit here and do that to herself. I'm sure that they probably ain't got no real relationship with this dude.
Yeah, that's not.
Well, they can try. Like they could try to maybe see press charge, or you know what I'm saying, go to the police about it. But
perfect example to go back
like
to
that sister situation. That's different. Like, she left with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You was on the trip with your
fiance, your future fiance, or whatever. Yeah.
As a husband, what are you supposed to do? Protect your, like, how do you just come home like, oh, she
offed herself?
Yes, I'm down.
Like, nigga, that don't. I'm gonna tell you how you know how crazy this is. On her, you someone said this is her birthday trip, and you just proposed to her. Why the hell would she sit here and take her own life? Yeah. Like, make that make sense.
Yeah, nigga, we gonna have to.
And that's
why I said
that's what I'm saying.
We gonna fly back.
No, listen to what I'm saying. That is, to me, it's not gonna fly neither. But at the same time, that's what make me sit here and say, I'm sure he couldn't have no real relationship with her parents or her family, because how the hell can you sit here and feel like you're going to explain this to somebody? Like, if you had a real relationship with somebody, I can't imagine you even trying to get that stupid ass lie. That just don't even sound right. Like, I feel like you only try to get a lie like that off if you really don't, like, if her parents don't know where you live at, they don't know your family, they don't know nothing, because you can, you know what I'm saying? People pull shit. You could just delete your social media. You could deactivate your shit. And if they don't got no real way to find you, then I mean, how they going to find you? But again, when it's the white and black thing, I know people like the dude in the video one. I mean, because of course sometimes TikTok get funny with that, so I understand why he said it like that. But just sometimes, like, man, that shit just don't be. It don't go in our favor when you looking for justice and stuff go that bad. It's never gonna be in the black person's favor. They never gonna put that same energy. I know people will be trying to act like things have changed sometimes, and bro, shit don't be changing. And you don't learn, and you won't learn, and you won't feel it until, I mean, sometimes the sad thing for this young lady is like a little too late. And again, like I said, I'm sure that this story ain't gonna get no crazy legs. I feel like this is just literally just some social media stuff, which is sad. But I guess let's lighten the mood up a little bit. Let's go Kevin Durant and Mama Durant. Mama Durant continues to be the real MVP. Where is my Kevin Durant clips at?
Want the sphere here as quickly as possible, and there is legislation.
Oh, that's just this video.
Six Flags is gone. But now that this land has a new owner, what do you think should happen? Should there still be an amusement park here?
Yes.
No.
I think it's a good idea. People enjoy themselves, give the kids, people stuff to do during the summertime.
What else would he do with it?
What they should do, actually, really, it's a lot of senior citizens need places to live. What they should do is make it a gated senior citizen community.
What's a no for you? What would you like to not see happen with that property?
Warehouses.
Please, no homes or shopping centers.
Data center.
We have too many communities already, and the traffic is horrendous some days.
The sale was announced today. If you could say something to Kevin Durant right now, what would it be?
Hey, I'm proud of you, little bro. Keep doing what you're doing, because I know you was raised the right way. You know, look out for the people. And I'm quite sure that's what he'll do, and I hope that's what he'll do. You know, but amusement park, we don't need that, because that place has always been trouble anyway.
So what do you guys think? Theme park? No theme park? What do you want to see? Let us know in the comments. And while you're at it, hit the follow button, because as a local news reporter, I am always talking about things happening in the DMV. Six Flags is
all right. First off, that old ass man could kiss my ass. I ain't trying to hear nothing. He talking about some goddamn senior citizen home. Who the fuck?
It's a senior citizen
right
home
across.
right
That's
across the street.
exactly what I was about to say. It's one right
A village,
fucking
a
across the
whole
street.
neighborhood.
A whole fucking neighborhood full of fucking old people. Some more townhouses, a big ass apartment complex. Like what the fuck?
It's probably not the same then.
What?
Is it? I mean, I haven't been over there in years, so I don't
It's
know.
all the same. It's still the same. It's the.
Now you know how some things going in under new management, and they. Just
I mean,
take
but it still ain't nothing but old people live over there. I don't give a fuck who the managers over there. I'm just saying off the people who live there, it ain't nothing but old people to live there. So for him to sit here and say that, and then again to sit here and say, like, cool, I don't care if you don't do another amusement park. I do. For people who are not familiar with what Kevin Durant has already done in the DMV area, and when I say the DMV area, I do have to add Baltimore on this one because he did invest money into the what is it, the Eagle Bank? Is that what it's called? The jump, what's it? Where they do the concerts at? That's Eagle Bank.
No, it's not Eagle Bank. Eagle Bank is I think that's Fairfax.
I think
George
they
Mason.
both called it Eagle Bank.
No, that's the it's named after something else. I don't think.
I know it used to be Royal Farms, but it's not Royal Farms no more.
Eagle Bank. I think that's the.
No, I
George
know.
Mason
I know the Eagle Bank is the George Mason, but I could have sworn the John Baltimore was called. Is it ain't the Rampage
Chase Center, something like that.
Well, whatever it is, it used to be the Royal Farm Center, and Kevin Durant sit here and put money and invested money into it when they changed the name recently. So he helped put money into that one, and he also has redone C Pleasant Rec for so people who actually live
in St. James out VA.
Yeah, so again, like Kevin,
sport complex.
And I know he's doing something. I forgot what he's doing. Something for Suitland or Suitland High School, something right there in that area. So like I said, Kevin Durant has been putting his money to better the DMV area as a whole. And I do think realistically, I would hope that realistically he wanted, if he want to do, because I mean the AAU stuff is such a big thing. Even if he wanted to just build a newer version of like run and shoot and put some stuff in there, even like little hotels for people when they come to the city and do AAU. Like if he wanted, even if for that, because basketball is such a big thing in the DMV area and like the AAU stuff. Like
how it is in Florida.
See, I never even been down there, so I mean, you can speak to that one.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's just again, like if it's an arena and then it's like a little hotel right there.
The little World Series park. Yeah, like that.
Oh, that's what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they do all kids stuff there? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, see, I didn't know that. But yeah, so if he do something like that, and then even if he just put on a smaller, I keep saying it's like Maryland does not have, I mean, outside of the Fillmore, all Maryland got it for actual entertainment concert.
Yeah, that's what I saw, but I didn't know if that was legit.
I mean, I think he should though. I mean,
it was like a little, but it was like Go-Go, Anthem, Sports Park. And it was something else. They was like it was keeping it as an amusement, like a theme park, but they was adding a go-go, like like a wolf trap or whatever that Jiffy Lube joint.
Yeah, something like
that.
Like to me, something like that. Something.
And it was like a sports complex, and there was some other things I saw, but I didn't believe it because, like I said, you know how everybody keep doing these little AI
generated,
so I ain't believe it.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily know what to but again, like I said, shout out to Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant mom, because she's definitely still very hands-on in the community and just popping up at places where he may not have time from, like even just when the Mystics had their first game, or shit, when Angel Reese had her first game against the Mystics, and his mom just kind of always be around, like at the right places where, okay, if Kevin Durant maybe had time to be there, he could be there himself. So when he don't got time, his mother is always there. So again, like I said, shout out to Kevin Durant, shout out to his mom. I guess what we close into. I guess matter of fact, I want to go into for me, early to start the week off, the biggest news was Angel Reese getting out of Atlanta. And I do want to start off
out of Chicago.
Oh, yes, it. My bad. Out of Chicago to Atlanta. And a real quick shout outs to Atlanta. Shout outs to just because now, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I mean, I can't see him get mad at the Chicago rappers because I mean, all of them did her first season. All of them did take time and pull up to a game. Lil Durk went to a game. G Herbo, Chance the Rapper, Common. But it's just a little bit different where it feels like for all of them, because I feel like all of them kind of move separately. So it kind of felt like it was like they all showed her love, but it was still kind of like at a separate occasion. Like I literally feel like every page, every rapper, anything that had to do with Atlanta, like, and the crazy thing is, I love the fact that even like older people like Cam Newton, like niggas was dragging it, like, and I can't even say they dragging it because I'm not from there, but even the extra sauce where they was like, nigga, this the closest thing we'd have had since Deion Sanders, and I'm like, damn, and they was talking about like literally, I'm talking about this was like, this ain't like, this not some like random, because the normal Angel Reese conversation be like just okay, super girls who just love the WNBA, a couple of dudes, and this shit was like hardcore niggas was like, nigga, this Atlanta jersey about to go like Michael Vick jerseys, like this is how niggas gonna feel and this is how niggas gonna rep that jersey. In which I mean, people, I can't say that people lying because the jersey sold out twice. Every time they restocked them Jones on the Atlanta Dream website, they sold out again. I looked up today and found that they had them on Fanatics, and realistically, the Fanatics Jones was like $30 cheaper because they was like $100 even on Fanatics, when on Atlanta Dream website they was $130. The what?
They different jerseys.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
What's the
that right there? Those the Fanatic joints.
This one?
Yeah. So they probably selling the Nike.
Oh, what's the name? The Atlanta Dream sell the Nike junk.
Yeah, they probably selling the jersey.
Oh, see, I ain't even know that. Well, it don't matter because I want the black one. I just bought the red one just because. But I do want to sit here again, like I said, shout out to Atlanta because
because if you don't pay attention to which one you picking, because like I said, it might be like, like how I used to be Swingman.
Mm-hmm.
You probably got the replica one.
See, I ain't even know that. Now that you just said something, now that makes sense. Why one was $100 and the other one was $130. Yeah, that make a lot of sense. I'm glad you just said that. Yeah, but again, like I said, shout outs to Cam Newton, shout outs to I'm talking about literally every Atlanta podcast rapper. If you go into her comment section when she originally posted it, nigga, I'm talking about that motherfucker looked like the BET Awards in her goddamn comment section. And I just like, and again, like I didn't feel. And I said this before, and I'll constantly keep saying this. I told y'all this, and I know at times, but again, because I tell y'all, I know a lot of y'all just sometimes don't have your own brain for yourself, so you kind of allow ESPN and those talking heads to kind of like confuse y'all and make y'all think who the bigger star was. I literally said this a year ago, before their second season started. I sit here, and after that little scuff up they had in their very first game, I sit here and said, when Angel Reese finds a way to separate herself from Caitlin Clark, you won't never hear a Caitlin Clark conversation ever again, and all you'll continuously keep hearing Angel Reese conversations. And again, this to me, her going to Atlanta was almost like damn near getting redrafted again, because the conversation was, I'm talking about pick a web. And this is when we sit here saying like I keep asking this all the time. There's not a man playing sports 25 and under who has just as much cultural impact and big of a name just off of sake value though. I'm talking about from E News, the CNN, like this shit was on every pick a blog page, pick a news outlet, pick a sports outlet, pick a radio station. This was on Monday morning. This was the biggest conversation period on the internet. And that's my point of when I keep sitting here saying where it's like, I don't give a fuck which one you like your basketball style. We talking about superstar, megastar person. And again, this is what, and I told y'all this again. Hey, Angel Wilson is on shoe number 2. Sabrina's on number 4. I'm telling you, if there is not a fucking Caitlin Clark sighting for her to drop a sneaker, this season starting fucking 2 weeks. It's just not going to happen. It's just some shit where, again, her attachment to Angel Reese was the best thing for her. And when Angel Reese figured out a way to sit here and get her away from there so them two can't keep being attached, there ain't no conversation for that, because it's not, let's be clear, it's still women's basketball. So it's going to have to be a little bit more.
Why did they get rid of Brittany Griner? I thought that was going to be a duo.
Just because realistically, if we're being honest, she didn't play that well in that system that they played last year. They was kind of like up and down and really moving the floor, and she was kind of like, she old. She old and she big, so it's kind of like I'm surprised. I mean, of course, because she Brittany Griner, she still won't get a paycheck. But if we were just being honest, she probably should have. She just watching the way they played last year, she didn't play a lot last year.
Shit, she had some games though, right?
Fuck no.
Hell yeah, she had some games because she had a couple of good like
nigga pull up the stats.
I could have swore she had some games.
Hell no, nigga. Brittany Griner wasn't even probably the third best player on that team.
No, I'm not scoring wide, but like a double type. Like she had some crazy numbers, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm telling you, she didn't. I watched a lot of Atlanta games, and that was one of the reasons why I was happy, because I used to say that shit on threads all the time, like, bro, this Atlanta, and this is before Angel Reese even got there. I'm like, this arena just so black, like their DJ, the little ad libs that they be playing Amigos ad libs throughout the game, like when it's a turnover, they be like that way, and all this other cool little Atlanta shit. Like that arena is just so goddamn Atlanta. Like if you don't even get a chance, and this is
Tigger on that one.
Nah, it's not Tigger. It's the young lady who do the DJ. I know they got. I mean, people who call the games inside, but the actual DJ in the arena is the young lady who do a weekend show. Her and Mandy B do a weekend show on one of those Atlanta stations. The DJ the games there. What's her? I forget. Is her name Jazzy T? I think her name is DJ Jazzy T. I believe that's her name. But again, like I said, that shit. If you just watch an Atlanta game, and cut the sound on. Like now, I'm talking about the blackest fucking experience in the WNBA is the fucking Atlanta Dream games. And I've been saying, you can go on my threads page and put that shit in and it'll pop up. I've been saying this before they even fucking had Angel Reese on that team. That shit was just, and again, for them they was the number one seed. They was the number one seed in the East. I think realistically for them, this just because even when I'm listening to people talk, you can like, especially people who don't cover the WNBA on a regular, like people who cover it, they can go into more detail and they'll tell you like how good all the other players on the team is. But I'm listening to like Shannon Sharp and all of them kind of, bumble through the names a little bit because they don't, of course they don't call the WNBA. They don't cover the WNBA on the regular. So they're not really as familiar. And even the young lady, Alicia Gray, had her moment with like T.I. Was she like T.I. my favorite rapper? She said this doing a rival. And she was like, she wanted T.I. to come to a game, and T.I. Somebody showed T.I. the video and he was like, he was going to pull up to a game. But even for Angel Reese, because I mean, realistically, I remember she even had a moment, Angel Reese season 1. And I think when Angel was injured, Latto and them came to a game and they was like, they here, but they ain't here for us. And even the little situation, even I believe that happened with Monica too, when Monica came to a game. So again, like that kind of like eliminates all the celebrities coming to see Angel Reese play, and now she actually on the team. I think that just amplifies how many people will continuously go to those games, and just again to see all the level of just like celebrities, and they just be like, damn, Atlanta really just a black ass city for real. Just to see how many people just made a big deal and were just so happy and celebrating her. That to me was just kind of like tight, just as an Angel Reese fan, where it's like, damn, you kind of really get to go to a city where you don't have to stick out like a sore thumb, and it's kind of like people who were already coming to your games. And I'm sure, I mean, for people, even for most of the Chicago rappers like Lil Durk and G Herbo, a lot of them niggas already live in Atlanta.
Speaking of cities and shit, when the last time you saw Drake at a Toronto game?
Oh, I said that to you, right? I ain't seen him he ain't been into a game since the Kendrick Lamar stuff.
I don't think he been in the game shit in a minute. I haven't seen him in a game in a minute.
Kendrick Lamar, so that was 2 years ago.
I think DeRozan was the last time I seen him, I think.
So yeah, like around 2 years ago.
When they was talking,
it was right after the Kendrick Lamar thing.
Yeah.
And the first time he came back to a game, and niggas was mad at Drake for mean mugging DeRozan. Yeah, that was literally like 2 years ago.
So why the fuck
because he got the Iceman seats at the front row of the at the Raptors game. That's tight. That's a tight way to promote your shit. Because
you ain't there though. Yeah, you ain't been there.
So so that's the point, to draw attention, because niggas know you ain't been there. So now you got the Iceman seats there, your new name of your album. So that's drawing attention. We talking about it right now, and he wasn't at the game. The seats is just 2 icicles.
I don't know.
Nigga, that's fire. You crazy as shit. That shit is tight. And because it make people sit here and talk. You gonna hear everybody in them over talking about Drake had at the Toronto at the game. He had 2 and I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know what
because I just feel like dog, you just that's some coattail shit. Like,
what you mean? What's some coattail to shit? Nigga, he's an ambassador for the Toronto Raptors.
I thought he'd been stepped down from that shit. When he got in trouble, I thought he stepped down from that.
What did he get in trouble for?
What was that? I think it was Kevin Durant or whatever he was rapping about in the song. Because you can't do shit like that when you're a part of the organization.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know. It's just because now Toronto winning, now you show back up. Like that's why I just feel like what's the?
I mean, what they only had 1 season where they wasn't winning. What you mean?
What you mean? This nigga says Kawhi Leonard been gone. Nigga, they ain't had a winning season. This their first winning season.
They ain't make the playoffs since he left.
Remember, Siakam been in with the Pacers what 2 years, 3 years.
I can't remember. I ain't about to say it out loud like I can remember. Yeah, but again, like I said, shout out to. Let me play this clip real quick.
Y'all, the WNBA got more drama than the Housewives. I'm about to break down this Angel Reese situation in a way the girls and the gays can understand because this is insane. This is kind of like when you find your favorite nail salon, right? Okay, so Angel Reese was drafted to the Chicago Sky with the 7th overall pick back in 2024. The Chicago Sky are kind of like that nail salon in your city that used to have a ton of hype. Like all the influencer girlies went there, all the celebrity girlies went there. It was going viral every other week. They did all the designs, they had all the best techs, and then they just fell off out of nowhere. Because what was once a championship organization quickly became a mess, truly. But 2 of the baddest girls in your city start going to this nail salon, and it seems like there's hope again that this place might be back on the come up. How do you bring the baddies back into the nail salon? Well, you hire an amazing nail tech that gets the shape right every single time. The design, she just eats. And she gets the girls on a personal level. Like you can sit down and talk to her for real. And yeah, the salon isn't doing great. Like the team isn't winning, but the team wasn't expected to win, right? They just needed a little bit of camaraderie and a build culture and then get to the winning part. But then the Chicago Sky really upset Angel when they fired her head coach, Teresa Weatherspoon, after just 1 season. Now it's time for Angel's sophomore season. And imagine you go back into your favorite nail salon and your favorite tech is gone. They're expecting you to adapt to a new shape, a new length, and your nails are looking different. You're uncomfortable. The service feels rushed and the vibes are off. And then finally, you're tired of settling for short almond nails when you are usually a long stiletto girly. And you say something, and then it's your fault? Angel made some comments and said, look, I'd like to be here for the rest of my career, but if things don't pan out, I might have to move in a different direction and do what's best for me and choose a different damn nail shop. She said, I'm not settling for the same shit we did this year, losing. Look, on the Chicago Sky's 9-30 record, this is a girl that won a championship at LSU, and now she's winning 9 games the whole season. And you know when you tell the nail lady, you know what? My nail is crooked. And they tell you, no, your finger is crooked. Huh? And the Chicago Sky decided to suspend Angel Reese for half a game against the Las Vegas Aces, Asia Wilson, for statements detrimental to the team. To me, it sounded like she called a spade a spade. We're losers, and I'm sick of losing. The fuck? You know what's detrimental to the team? Losing constantly. So then she sat out for the rest of the season. She said, you know what? Until I find a new nail tech that respects me, I'm just going to stop getting my nails done. I'm a baddie regardless. And now she has been traded to the Atlanta Dream for 2 future first-round picks. They basically traded away a player of now for 2 possibly, hopefully decent players in the future. They traded Angel Reese to the team that finished number 1 in the East and went to the playoffs for a hug and a high five. And now Angel gets to play for a championship contender. Checkmate, Angel. Y'all.
And again, like I said,
but don't you feel like they made more moves after that?
Oh, I mean, yeah, they trust me, they definitely after they traded Angel Reese,
after they got rid of her. I feel like you went the right direction. You should have did that before.
And of course, and that's what everybody on the internet is saying right now. They basically hit 2 things what the Chicago Sky did, and which I do kind of respect a little bit. You basically hit all right, we're gonna get rid of Angel, and the kind of the fuck you to make fans kind of think twice about, because they trust me, fans. I mean, they lost fucking over 30,000 followers just from between what it was that Monday or Tuesday, whenever they announced that they traded her, they lost 30,000 followers. So the way to kind of try to save face and not get your back kicked in all season long for people to shit on you. Hey, and I seen the nigga put this on Threads, and the shit started to go viral. And he was like, all the Chicago Sky did is put in chat GPT, what is the WNBA players that Angel Reese fans like? And basically that's what they get. They went and got Dejanay Carrington, Rakia Jackson, and fucking Skylar Diggins. So, of course, it's going to be hard because people love those 3 women. So it's going to be hard for people. Of course, all 3 of them still not Angel Reese, but people love them. That people not going to just shit on the organization just because they picked up these women. So it kind of help you save face. Realistically, I still don't think. I think they did a great job at picking up all 3 of them. But I still don't feel like that's going to sit here and like it's going to help you save face via social media and the internet and make people see like, okay, maybe y'all know what y'all doing. But if I'm just going off of just straight basketball shit, I don't necessarily know if you got somebody can go get you damn near 30 every night if you need it, or it's going to be a real crazy game changer. Like Rakia Jackson maybe, but I feel like she kind of all of this shit is kind of like it's a little bit wishy-washy. Like Rakia Jackson had games where she can go get you 30, but she don't play no defense. And then the games when she bad, she just out there like she don't make no other type of impact. So again,
but ain't that what I'm what's name for? Big girl
Cardosa?
Yeah, to play defense. And because if I'm bringing in Skylar Diggins, who is a scorer,
I mean, listen to what I'm saying. You bringing in everybody you brung in at this point, realistically, on the teams that they played on last year was a solid number 3. So who gonna be your solid number 1? Skylar Diggins played for the Seattle Storm. She was the second or third option because the number 1 option was Nneka, and she gone. She went to the Sparks. And shout out to the Seattle Storm. I respect all the women from the Seattle Storm who basically told the Seattle Storm as an organization. And this is how you know they are older women. They didn't make no fuss about it. They ain't say shit. They just all bounce. So for people who don't know, the Seattle Storm had the last black female head coach. What's my lady name? Noelle Quinn. And so she got fired after the season, and literally their whole entire team left. Ain't the only people who stayed is the young people who was already still on contract, and that was the rookie, the tall rookie girl.
They had some controversy going on.
That's what they were saying, but I mean, obviously, I don't know what the controversy was. If all your players leave after you fire the coach, Nneka left. She went back. To the Sparks. Skylar Diggins went to Chicago. Brittany Sykes went to Toronto. Who else was on this team? Gabby Williams went to the Valkyrie, and then I believe it's one more of them. That might have been all of them. I think that was all 4 of their starters, all 5. Yeah, the only 2 people who stayed was their 2 younger players, the rookie and then the other tall girl that they got, and then of course they had Lexi Brown on there, and she was complaining all year because she wasn't getting no burn. So I mean, we're gonna see what they're gonna do. Again, yeah, like I'm not mad at Chicago Sky. I like their pickups, which is smart. I mean, and then again for Rakia Jackson, it kind of makes sense because you was kind of playing. I mean, you was playing like damn near third and fourth fiddle, to be honest. You talking about now that they didn't bought in Nneka, so it's like now you're talking about Kelsey Plum, De'Erica Hamby, Nneka. So now you would have been realistically the 4th option. So I mean, for Rakia Jackson, that's kind of a good look. I do know realistically, the sad thing is for them, it's gonna be like that team is gonna be super critiqued because people gonna always kind of sit here and be like, y'all post now because okay, all right, they got rid of Angel Reese. Now you're supposed to be a playoff team. If y'all don't make the playoffs again, even for Cardosa, she kind of got to live off the like you got drafted. You was a 3rd pick. You got to kind of go under the radar and ain't have to really even fucking show up for real. So the fact that you got the opportunity to realistically not have to show up and have to live to the expectations of being the number 3 draft pick of that draft class. Like, think about it, for all the people who not only really follow the WNBA, at that same time, that draft class, Angel Reese was number 7. Rakia Jackson and Camila Cardoso went ahead of her. And think about it, the only other person that I'm sure anybody who don't really follow the WNBA, you would have thought that Angel Reese and fucking Caitlin Clark went 1 and 2, and they didn't. It's 5 motherfuckers in between them 2. Oh, and I forgot the fucking Sparks that got Cam Brink. That's how much she just don't even fucking matter. I forgot that she even played on that fucking LA team. So again, like I said, shout out to Angel Reese. I got my red jersey. So again, realistically, I honestly just want the black one, to be honest. I just got the red one just because it's just, I like the way it looked. But I do want, to me, I really want that black jump, the black one to say ATL. And again, like I said, shout outs. I'm trying to think of Cam Newton play music on his shit. One thing I can say about Cam Newton, bro, he is a fucking entertainer, dog. Like, that nigga just know how to entertain. Yeah, I didn't save it because I feel like he had some music on that jump. But yeah, but that was it. Again, like I said, that made my day because I was happy as hell about that one.
ATL Barbie is in town and I am here to stay. I was so excited when I finally found out. The team has welcomed me so much, the atmosphere, the culture, and I'm so excited to be in A-Town. Atlanta, what up? ATL Barbie is... And again, shout out to Latto, because while we're talking about Angel Reese, and because Latto did she basically was showing like gifts that people got for her, but at the same time previewing a new song, and she basically redid Soulja Boy's yeah, was it Yaya Trick? Yaya Trick, get on my face, Yaya Trick, yeah. Latto walked on that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Again, and I stand firm with that. Like, I used to for a minute say Latto was the best young female rapper. Bro, I don't give a fuck who y'all go jump out there. Latto was a bad motherfucker, dog. She can rap her ass off. Like, I listened to that fucking snippet of that song. I'm not even gonna exaggerate, like 20 times, dog. And I ain't gonna lie to you, that joint already kind of going crazy on TikTok. But then it's this girl that I follow. She on TikTok and Instagram, and she be dancing in her bathroom, like, dog. She be smoking Latto songs because I guess Latto like her favorite rapper, though. Man, shout out to Latto. That's all I'm saying. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Only thing that kind of like pissed me off a little bit with Latto was that, like,
And I mean, I get it because I mean, if you could have put some clothes on with that fucking performance with Mariah the Scientist, but I mean, like, I ain't trying to see in police women, but just for me, I kind of just like that's the old man in me. I was like, I would have rather you just if you can go out there, put a sweatsuit on. But I mean, it's Atlanta, so I mean, I'm sure it's hot down there, and you performing, so you kind of I guess you got to be comfortable. But I would have recommend like I would have preferred a sweatsuit if I'm gonna just be on my old man shit. But again, shout outs to Latto. That goddamn that's I was geeking. I was like, damn, I hope she put that shit out on Friday. I don't even know why rappers do that sometimes. Like the snippet goes so crazy. Like you supposed to have that song already on the tuck for it to even drop and just put it out on Apple and on Apple Music as soon as it dropped. Like that shit was going crazy too. What I wanted to say. Oh yeah, real quick while we talking about music. Shout outs to Boss Man D-Lo. I know I said this before, but that fucking and this emotion party baby again and then man, that song cranked so goddamn hard. Boss Man D-Lo did just put out a album this Friday. It's called Chicken Talking Bastard. And I ain't gonna lie to you.
I like the joint. What's the joint?
Him
right
and Trey
before?
Songz?
No, the joint right before OJ Juice Man. I think it's like let's get it or something like that.
Let me look. The song before OJ the Juice Man. Yeah, let's go get him. Let's go get him.
I just fuck with
Let's
that
go
song.
get
I fuck
him.
with that Lord.
Yeah, that motion part, I ain't gonna lie to you. I played the shit out of that song this week. And I mean, it all been out for a minute, but just while the album, just letting the album play, I definitely ran that back a few times and played it a couple times.
I feel like it was too many songs on there I already heard.
For real, what songs you heard besides the motion party and the Let's Go Get Him?
No, I never heard that Let's Go Get Him. It was the
For real?
Yeah, it was the songs in the beginning, I think, that was already out. I think that was on the
I know that the Tendonism, he put that out like a few months ago.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the only other one I ever heard. And maybe the Baby joint, I can't really remember. Like,
I don't know. It was just like a couple of them. I'm like, damn, I think I heard this one.
oh yeah, real quick, because we did when we was talking about the shouts to the Las Vegas Aces. They brought their whole team back. I ain't know how the hell they was gonna do it with all of them getting a suit, man. There's so many motherfuckers that got the yeah, I'm and I ain't
What
gonna,
is the super? The only person I saw was did Ayesha get it yet? I don't even think she got it.
Mm-mm.
I know what's name got it, but she taking some. She giving something back.
Kelsey Plum.
Yeah,
because the attacks, the way, and that's funny. I seen somebody posted
That shit is
because
crazy.
the way they tax the way
$9.99.
they tax in California. So anything I think over $1 million and over, you get taxed differently. So because it's $999, you
keep that penny.
Yeah, you keep that. I ain't mad at her. I didn't know until I seen somebody post it and somebody say, "Shit, no, a lot of players got it." Marina Mayberry got one.
But she went to what's name?
She went to the Toronto Temple. Her and Brittany
Of course
Sykes.
she going because they ain't got nobody.
Yeah, but nigga, the Portland ain't pick up nobody.
I didn't get that.
I don't get it.
So do they still got a draft? Do they got? They still?
I mean,
got
no, they still participating. I mean, the draft. So by the time y'all hear this,
draft?
the draft is on Monday. So by the time y'all hear this, the draft are already gone. But still, I'm like, y'all ain't go after no free agents because at least Toronto still went after some free agents. And shout out to the Liberty, they gonna be tough.
See, and that's
shit.
why
God damn.
Even for it being an expansion team, I think I would give more opportunities to those who got maybe cut last year.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go after some.
Because, like I said, how many girls who didn't make the team last year? I probably would have given those more the opportunity than.
Yeah, I'm surprised like somebody didn't go after Deja Kelly. Because she's somebody who kind of she already kind of like a fan favorite. People like her. She got a good social media presence. Even just on business wise, like sometimes when you see here trying to talk about selling tickets and selling jerseys, I can't just get on necessarily got to be the best player on the team. I need to give me somebody like with some fucking type of motion via social media to help me move some tickets and move some jerseys, because you can have the best basketball players in the world. Niggas, that don't mean niggas gonna run and go buy their jersey. Unless that's just your home team and that's just how you going for them. And again, man, that's again when we sit here talked about, remember when we talked about, I told y'all a couple of weeks ago when I was like, yeah, I'm kind of skeptical on buying them tickets because even for the fucking Mystics, I know the Mystics pissed. I know every team pissed that it had the Chicago Sky at a bigger arena. Because what the fuck are we about to do now? Can we move this game back to the smaller arena?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to move my shit back. Fuck that.
Oh, you just had the game. Niggas already bought the tickets. That's on them whether they come or not. They already bought the tickets.
I mean,
if you saying the tickets was sold out, niggas already.
Yeah, like I said, shout out to the Las Vegas Aces. They kept all their players, so they running their championship back. I don't know how the hell they did. I don't understand the CBA how they brought all 4 of them back. Asia Wilson, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, Drew Lloyd. They brought all of them back. They let some of the others.
It's probably not that hard.
I guess because their salary cap is what, $7 million now, I believe, or $8 million. So you're saying 4 players, if each one of them getting 1, yeah, I guess you still got money to play with. Again, like I said, shout out to the New York Liberty. The New York Liberty picked up Satu Sabali.
Like, go to state. You better win these championships.
Yeah, while you can.
Because later on, that shit bites you in the butt.
Yeah, because a lot, even for the Chicago Sky, a lot of those players only signed 1-year deals. So a lot of them probably trying to figure out, like, all right, do I really like this new team? And then the CBA, of course, it still go up every year. So realistically, it's like, all right, let me try to figure this out. I try it for 1 year. If I don't like this team, I can go somewhere else and get some more money. Yeah, but shout out to some of the older players who, got to get a bag. And again, like I said, shout out to Brittany Griner. She went to go play for Connecticut Sun. I feel like that for her, that's just her just stealing money at this point because it's like they about to move to fucking Houston next year.
I'd stay my ass in Atlanta.
Yeah, I wonder. But again, she was kind of like, you could kind of tell she was kind of blown. She wasn't getting as much playing time last year, though. So I'm sure she probably wasn't really. Whatever. Let's go to some relationship shit real quick.
Please tell me what I did wrong here, because according to her, I was the one in the wrong. And even if I had wanted a second date, she would never go out with me again. So I went on a date a while back with a girl I met on a dating app, and we agreed to go to dinner. Picked this nice little Italian place and made a reservation for Friday. We show up to the reservation on time. However, our table isn't ready. So we head to the bar. At this time, I was taking a 30-day break from drinking, but I told her I'll order her whatever she wants and we can just hang while we wait for the table. She says, tequila on the rocks. Okay, what type of tequila? She goes, 1942. I did say you could get whatever you want. I'm not tripping. We'll probably only be here for one drink anyway. So we're chatting a little bit and we're about 10 minutes in. I'm looking around to see if any of the other tables have gotten up. It's not looking good. I look at her and she's looking at her empty glass, kind of shaking it around. She looks at me. I go, do you want another? Of course she does. Now, me personally, I have a 2-drink maximum on a first date. I'm not trying to get hammered, but she's going for number 2, 42 on the rocks, and we haven't even sat yet. So clearly she doesn't abide by the same rules. I order her the next round. 10 minutes later, I order her number 3. Right before they finally come to seat us. Thank God. We sit at the table. She starts looking at the menu and goes, let's get everything. I'm starving. Now, this is something I can do. I figured we'd go through the menu a little bit, find some mutual items to share. No. The waiter comes over. She takes the lead and quite literally orders everything, including another 42 on the rocks. By the time the food finally comes, she's on number 5. And
I had to Google this while he was telling it. I just want to give y'all the price real quick for a Shadow Don Julio 1942. It can go for the lowest cost is $25. The average is anywhere from between $25 and $40. So just for people who listening, you can kind of get your math together right now.
It's visible. On and off, she's got the hiccups, she's extra giggly, and she's gone to the bathroom at least 4 to 5 times. 4 appetizers, a salad, multiple pastas, and 2 entrees later, they all get plopped down on the table, and of course, she's no longer that hungry. I certainly can't eat it all, but I'm going to damn well try it because I hate wasting food. So I do my best, but there's a ton of food left. Before she can even get her next drink, I ask for the check and some boxes. At the very least, I'll have food for a day or 2 because that pasta was bussin', and I know it's going to make a good dinner tomorrow. So I pack up all the untouched entrees of chicken and fish, a full pasta, and 2 full appetizers. I pay the bill. I say, let's get out of here. We got to get you home. How did you get here? She goes, I Ubered. Hey, perfect. Let's get you an Uber and I'll wait here because I drove. So we wait for an Uber. It finally gets here and she's ready to go. We say goodbye, give each other a hug, and then she grabs the entire leftover bag. Hold up. Where are you going with that? She goes, I'm taking my food home. Oh no, I was kind of looking forward to that. How do I save this? So I said, do you mind if I get the pasta then? Because I really liked it. In between her hiccup spasm, she goes, I was planning to have that as a late night snack. Plus I'm the one that ordered it. Well, technically you ordered everything. Okay, that's okay. I'll just grab the chicken then. She's appalled. No, that's mine. I ordered it and you ate your half already. Whoa, I didn't even eat close to half. There was way too much food. The Uber driver is now getting restless because we're in the middle of the street. Okay, is there anything that you don't want that's in that bag? She looks at me appalled again. And with another hiccup, she goes, I can't believe you're trying to steal all my food. She's visibly upset. She stumbles over to the Uber driver and she tries to slam the door in my face. Hold on. The Uber driver's looking at me like, can I drive away? Should I wait? We're both in this awkward position where we're just both staring at each other while the girl's just sitting in the back, looking straight ahead like I don't even exist. I'm not going to get into a wrestling match over this food, but what the fuck just happened? Am I in the wrong here for thinking I was taking some of that food? Clearly, I must have missed something. So I send her a text. Hey, I hope you made it home safe, and honestly, I hope you enjoy the food. My message turns green. She blocks me. Please tell me what I did wrong.
Y'all got thoughts and opinions?
You better than me, brother.
Dodge the bullet.
Dodge the bullet, nigga. Fuck that.
That shit, I wish you would have said the bill. I want to hear the price. Fuck all the whole story. It's cool, but tell me what the fuck the bill
you ain't
was.
saying 8 and when the last time? Nah, fuck this shit.
No, she had 4 1942.
5.
Oh, 5. So let's just sit here and say
if it was 40, right? That's $200, right? Already. I mean, what you doing? You leaving her at the bar? Like, you just want to go on with your date and just know not to talk to her again?
Again, yeah, that to me is kind of where it's like, because as a man, especially
the fucked up thing, I gave you the food and then you blocked me, bitch.
I wouldn't even. You wouldn't. You let it go too far. I wouldn't even have got to the food.
She wouldn't have gotten the food
just off the liquor shit because it's like you playing with me right now because you
would have.
Oh, you would have cut her off at the drink.
Yeah, because you doing too much. Like who the fuck ordered? Like don't you sit here because realistically what you doing is you testing a nigga pockets. You ordered $40 though. You said you had
feel awkward. Like I would feel so awkward.
$210 just off of drinks.
I would feel awkward drinking and you're not drinking.
Man, some bitches don't care if you official.
But then you can't sit here. You're not paying for nothing. Like that's fucked up.
But nigga, I want to say
that's fucked up. Like you ain't paying for shit and you ordering all this, running the tab.
She testing a nigga pockets. I'm telling you.
He ain't say nothing. He wasn't like, oh, yeah, I don't know.
I ain't testing them cheeks. Good night.
Yeah, she testing the nigga pockets.
Yeah, all right, that's cool.
I couldn't do it. No way.
So y'all would have left her after the
everybody in they dog.
You said what happened?
After like the third drink, you just would have been like, all right, well, we gotta go. Well, what was he supposed to do?
I mean, I guess it depends, and then I guess it depends on how bad you gigging the fuck. Because I think that's the sad. Two things are sad for men. One is you because your ego not gonna sit. You don't want to sit here and cry broke, so you're gonna sit here and try to play Big Willie and go with the drink.
Shit.
But I get it because you just are not a. You are people. One thing people will sit here and who know you can all agree you are a cheap nigga when it comes to dating and shit like that. So cool, that's just who you are as a human. But there are some niggas perfect. This nigga's a perfect example of a nigga who realistically he got an ego and he don't want to come off as broke because I'm.
But look where he got you.
Look
where he got you.
I'm not.
I would have been.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Because first of all, my whole thing is no. But okay, that's fine. That's your ego. But at the end of the day, all right, if you order all these drinks, then you tell someone, let's order the whole meal. Fuck, you're not paying for shit. And you're a girl, you're not eating all that. Fuck no, we're not ordering that shit for what? You fucking bumped your head. Fuck no.
I'm telling you, that's his ego. I hear what you're saying. I ain't disagreeing with what you're saying, but that ego, that male ego is a bad motherfucker, and that male ego got
that's your pride. That ain't your ego. That's your pride. She still blocked you. So I mean, at the end of the day, you paid this outrageous bill for what? And you had to deal with that headache? Nah, I'm good. She just used you for a free meal and drinks.
I'm gonna admit this. I feel like it's some women who I've chased out of a sense of entitlement.
Oh.
Right? So I guess some women who I felt like you're attractive, but I've dated far more attractive women than you. So you gotta give me some pussy. That's what you're saying. So it ain't even just about the pussy, but it's just like I can't understand why you not fucking with me like that because you really not even my type for real. Like I really date like girls that's like a lot more attractive. So, but I am attracted to you, but I wasn't even really on shit for real, and you not fucking with me. And I can't believe this shit. So now I'm like really on your heels now, just to prove to myself that I'm who I think I am.
Just to prove to myself that I am who I think I am. This is insecurity. It's not really about entitlement. Don't get lost in the example that he used about I normally date more attractive women and you're not as attractive as them, but you're somewhat attractive, that's a smoke screen here that distracts you from what's really going on at the surface, which is, what's really going on beneath the surface, which is how a lot of men use women as a piece of the puzzle or as a pawn to stroke their own ego, to fill voids, to remedy insecurities and self-doubt. It's not actually about relationship in terms of two people coming together to build something. But unfortunately, for a lot of men, women are just used to help repair their broken self-image. And he perfectly explained that while seemingly pointing out how he dates more attractive women, he unintentionally showed us that this is ultimately about insecurity. If you have something to prove to yourself, that means you're not sure to begin with. This is why I often point men toward getting a stable self-identity, getting a stable perception of self, and building confidence so that you date and bring someone into your life as a supplement, not a replacement for your core identity. If your identity is tied to the validation from women, then you'll constantly be seeking that. And when you don't have the woman you want, or when you're not in a relationship, you lose your sense of self.
I'm gonna admit, I disagree with what he's saying. I kind of agree, but I disagree for real. I don't necessarily know if the dude is looking for validation from the women. I think sometimes niggas just be hunting. And sometimes I said this before, like even just as if you somebody who just be like flirting in the DMs, you kind of will be appalled a little bit if you know for a fact you don't got no business even really flirting with this woman and she kind of playing big with you. It do kind of make you be like, damn, like she playing with me like this. Ain't nowhere in hell she playing with me like this. Like, dude, you know what type of shit I be hitting? How the fuck is you playing with me like this? So again, we're talking about the male ego. I think a lot of times, sometimes the male ego will realistically get the best of them. I think but sometimes when other niggas who is trying to analyze you from the outside, it's kind of just like, I hear what he's saying, where it's like, but at the same time, I don't think.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you get bragging points for, like, all right, let's say she can be the baddest, but she was weak-minded. Like she don't think that much of herself. She might got the looks, but she don't like, she just
I don't think in 2026, I don't think there's too many women who don't think highly of themselves. Just because of social media, it's too, especially if they post a lot on social media, because I think it's too easy to get gassed up on social media.
But you still can have that, like,
it's hard to have low self-esteem with 10 motherfuckers in your DMs, dog.
Why not? That's why they in there. In your DMs. You got look. You don't believe that you can pull them. They in there talking to themselves. So you would have low self-esteem.
Slow down. What sense do that make if I got 10 niggas in my DM and they just talking to themselves, why wouldn't my self-esteem be high?
You might not think that you actually can date them or even talk to them just because they talk.
Nigga, I'm the woman. If I'm the woman, nigga, I can open the DM and I can respond how I want. What you mean?
Okay, so you saying that you can't have low self-esteem because you got niggas trying to holler at you?
Yeah, you can't. How would you?
Yeah, okay.
That's like you see him saying if I was a woman and I go outside.
You got low self-esteem?
No, but I'm not a woman either. And I don't control that. I'm not a woman. Women and men control two different things. A woman can control how far this fucking shit can go. If she's going to entertain, if she want to go out for dinner, she would just want sex. And nigga don't control none of that. So if I got 20 bitches in my DM, the way it's going, the response for me and a woman is going to be completely different. I mean, me and a homegirl of mine had that conversation. I'm like, you can go outside and look good and it only benefits you. As a man, I can go outside and get my best shit on, book 20 bitches. Now that 20 bitches is going to be expensive to me. I got to sit here and filter out which one I actually want to spend money on. For a woman, she get 20 niggas numbers. That means she got 20 niggas who's willing to take her out just to try to fuck. I got to spend 20. I got to sit here. If I'm trying to fuck all 20 of these women, 9 times out of 10 in 2026, at least 16 out of them 20, I'm going to have to take out on some form of a date to even get a sniff of the pussy. So it's completely different from women and men. Our 20 different people interaction is going to be completely different. It could be the best looking nigga in the world. You can get some free pussy, but the quality of pussy is going to be completely different from a woman who sit here and got 20 niggas in their DM. You're tripping, nigga. This is 2026. This ain't fucking 2006. You're bugging. Real quick, because we did.
Everybody in their dog been talking about some Yuta birthday. And as a Black language scholar, I want to talk about it too. Welcome back to Black English 101. I'm T. a college English professor and a PhD candidate in literacy, language, and culture, where I mostly study Black language and its usage in the social world. And then I put you on game about things you weren't taught in your English class. One of the key features of Black English, also known as African American Vernacular English or AAVE, is that it's systematic. It has rules. We've talked about this. And a phrase like "you the birthday" is a perfect example of exactly what I mean. Let's break it down. In standardized American English, the full sentence would be "you are the birthday." That word "are" is called a copula. It's the linking verb, the connector between the subject and what's being described. But in Black English, that copula can be deleted and still maintain meaning. And contrary to popular belief, it's not just unique to Black English. Arabic does it, Russian does it, Hebrew does it. The zero copula is a feature of some of the oldest and most complex languages in the world. The only reason it's noticeable in America is because it's clashing right up against the standardized school English. So when Black English does it, it's not a mistake. That's just a language doing what language does. Languaging. Now here's the part that's really interesting. The word birthday. In standardized English, it's a noun. It's a thing. It's a day, an event, a celebration. Person, place, a thing, like you probably learned it in school. But in "you the birthday," birthday is actually functioning as an adjective. You're not at a birthday. You're not having a birthday. You are the birthday. You embody the celebration. You the whole vibe. You the reason everybody showed up, so on and so forth. So linguists call this a zero derivation, when a word shifts its grammatical category without any morphological change. So no suffix or no prefix being added, just context.
I just played this and I just thought about if I was a woman and I was dating this nigga, he would piss me the fuck off. That shit, just listening to this, I'm like, bro, you cannot be this much of a fucking nerd.
Some people are. Some people are.
Like, nigga, hey, come on, dog. Like, fucking pull your fucking panties down and relax, nigga. Like, this nigga just made, like, his breakdown of "you the birthday" just made that shit the uncoolest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. And real quick, because I forgot to sit here and mention this while we were talking about the WNBA. Shout out to Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley is now the highest paid women's coach. She is getting $4.25 or $4.25 million a year. Shout out to Dawn Staley. God damn, she continuously get to the bag. And it was one more thing that I wanted to say that I had on top of my head when I was just sitting here saying shout outs to Dawn Staley, because it was something. Oh yeah, again, when we were just talking about just impact, you know what's so crazy? And just because it easily could be my timeline, but I felt like those 2 days when, like, I didn't even, like, that Angel Reese story got so big, I didn't even hit. Who the fuck won the men's championship game? Michigan? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just didn't see that shit on the timeline at all. Like, she kind of like smothered the timeline. Like, I was surprised on how much I didn't see.
Yeah, because what's the little curly head dude? Like, he got a brother or something like that. He I think he had his jersey on or something like that. He ain't play on. I don't think he played or anything. He thought we did it.
I see. I don't even know.
Yeah,
I know.
It was people was talking about it.
Yeah, I didn't see it on my Jones.
The fact that was their first.
Here we go, another single relationship expert who got all the advice.
But I have an issue with a man that I'm telling is $150 and he's giving me $100. So now I'm thinking about your leadership. Now I'm thinking about other ways that you're going to short me. Yes. Now I'm thinking about how you also going to be frugal and petty and penny pinch in other departments, right? Yes. And so it may not be a heart wound, right? Mm-hmm. This is just baseline reciprocity. Why is it that I'm showing up for you fully, but you feel a need to give me $100 on $150? You're literally telling him the price and he's giving you a portion of it. So I want to know where's the rest of it, baby. Because when you in my household, you're going to leave my household, right? And you're going to provide a covenant for me. And you want me to respect you and lead, right? And you want me to be submissive. Where is my other $50?
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you. Y'all can call me a hater all you want, but I do not like her content. I don't like the stuff she talk about. None of it makes sense. Like, how you got all this advice and you single? You're single. You're not married. Ain't never been married. And to me, it's unproductive to tell women, oh, you shouldn't accept $100. Where's the rest of my 50? You lucky he gave you anything. Be appreciative of what you did receive. That man is not your husband. He is not obligated to give you $150. He's not obligated to pay your bills. Like, I know women gonna come from me talking about, oh, you're a pick me. No, it's just being realistic. Like, that's just like you meeting somebody off the street that you don't know and you just give them money freely. Does that sound like you're gonna feel some type of way? Like, why do you keep asking me for money and we we don't have no real, like, I don't know you that well. We not married. Like, why am I giving, like, let's really make it make sense now. She giving women all this terrible advice and can't even secure a man for herself. That's the
just so real quick. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I hear stories like this shit make me every night be so happy that I could just watch porn in peace. And then on a random day when I'm feeling good, I could spend $7 or $10 on an OnlyFans video. Because, bro, it's nowhere in hell. You sitting here telling me you get upset because whatever you were trying to get cost 150 and a nigga gave you 100. And you felt like he played with you because he gave you 100 and then give you the whole 150.
So, question: what did you ask me for? Like, did we have a discussion and you was like, "Hey, how much is it?" And I said I was 150, and you sent me 100. Like, if you're not, if you not gonna, if I told you, asked me, right?
So because I asked you and it was 150 and I sent 100, I'm out of pocket because I didn't send the whole 150.
What did you ask me for? I could have just did it myself, right?
But now all you got to do is fucking put $50 in that.
Oh, well then be like, oh, okay, well I don't have 150. Like, all right, I can give you 100.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's why shout out to the point.
I mean, it's true, like, it's not your job to pay my bills, but at the end, if you ask me, that's like you saying, you know, I ask you, oh, what type of shoes you like? You go, I want these shoes, and I come back with something totally different. What the hell was the purpose of me asking you what shoes you want then?
I feel like that. I feel like those two things is different.
It's not, because I asked you, and I gave you something opposite of what you asked for. And I didn't even explain, like, oh, well, they ain't have your size, or they ain't have your color. Just boom, $100. What if I asked you, you asked me, and I said something to you because I didn't have it, and you gave me 100?
I mean, I listen to what I'm saying. I ain't mad if that's what the going rate is in the world today. I'm just happy that I can stay to myself, though, and I'm cool with it.
It's not the going rate.
But let me give you this scenario. So if we just having a conversation, you like, damn, I'm short. My phone about to get cut off. Now I'm like, oh, how much is it? And you say 150. All right, so I just sent you 100. That should help you out. You expect me to pay the whole thing? I just met you.
Well, that's different. You just met me. Like, she's not giving any context.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't sound like they just met. It sounded like they might have been dating.
If you just met me, I'm not expecting you to give me anything. So if you give me 100, I'm gonna be grateful with that 100. But we in a relationship. If you ask me, I'm telling you what I need. Clearly, I don't have it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably one of my favorite things on the internet is when I see women that I kind of like, damn, I wouldn't mind fucking her, and I see them complaining about like shit is going wrong in their house. I'd be like, damn, I'm glad I ain't DMing this bitch. Because they'd be like, man, bitches be going through a lot of hard times out here. I'm cool. I'm telling y'all, though, I only got like, man, sometimes on some nights, I'd be like, bro, I got like a cool 30 seconds in me. And I'm like, imagine if you had to pay for this. Like, dog, if you got to pay for your entertainment that's only going to last you 30 seconds to a minute, y'all, I'm cool, dog. I don't want no fucking, man. I'm happy as shit. I'm going to enjoy my Mystic Summer this fucking, this summer and go watch me. I might even go to some of the, sold out events and some of this other shit. I ain't looking for no pussy, dog. That shit costs too much. And you ain't gonna make me feel like a bitch ass nigga because I don't want to give out some fucking money, bro. I'm cool. Like it's not.
So then what do you? So okay, so you dating, right? Y'all dating or whatever. Y'all in a like 5-year relationship or whatever the case may be. What longer than just like I just met you. You not helping with nothing?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that. But I feel like you can't. I feel like in this day and age, I don't even feel like you can get to that point. I don't think you can get to if I'm being honest, and I'm not sitting here saying I don't know who's right or who's wrong with this. I don't think realistically you can get to a whole month and y'all been consistently talking and please don't be consistently fucking for a month and you don't think that you're gonna have to pay for something. It's impossible. And if you don't pay for something, there's gonna be a lot of indirect panhandling, and you're not gonna be able to just damn. That's like, cause think about it. If you sit here talking to an adult woman who may got some kids, so that she got some responsibilities, so she not even asking you to take for the kids, but her other responsibilities that she may have, she gonna tell you about it. Because if it's through the course of her day, like, oh, my fucking car, the AC went out of my car. You can't. If you fucking her, you can't just say, damn, that's crazy.
Because so if you had a daughter, right, or a niece, and they coming to you asking you for shit, you be like, damn, what's your nigga doing? How you giving him ass and he can't help you out of the situation?
For sure. Listen, what I'm saying. I agree.
So
I'm not disagreeing with you with that. Again, that's what I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you. I'm not disagreeing with that, and I respect the game and I understand the game, and that's why I'm telling y'all. baddiehub.com, fellas. I promise you, it's regular women in there. It's not too much over. It's not too much crazy production. It's just some phone shit. Some of it is good quality. Some of it is bad quality. It just feel cool. And if you want a more personal experience, just find you a girl on OnlyFans, dog. I don't know what to tell y'all niggas. I know how to save my fucking money. I'm cool. I know how to buy clothes for myself. I just like to look decent for my own self when I'm creating content. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck. I hear enough of this shit. I see enough of it. I see enough niggas on notes getting called broke ass, bitch ass niggas, sassy niggas, gay niggas, dick suckers, and all the other fucking shit under the world. I'm cool, dog. I ain't here to help nobody have no tea on me. I ain't here to entertain none of that shit. I'm absolutely cool. I don't want nothing from you. If I see a couple fire pictures, some days I'm a human. You get lusty. I put a fire emoji in there. I may even put a heart eye, but I don't want no smoke for real. So I'm cool. You ain't never got to open my DMs because I ain't trying to do none of that shit. That shit seem expensive. Like, I'm like, maybe the weakest bitches calling niggas broke. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, come on. You don't even look good in a bathing suit. You calling niggas broke. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, God damn. Like, if I had $1 million right now, you think I want to give it to a fool? The fuck are we talking about? Like, man, that should be crazy. Let me play your cougar lady. Oh, man.
Update on the Cougar Cruise. So I got a lot of deposits today from guess who? The Cubs. I already had a bunch of deposits from the Cougars, and I was concerned that the Cubs wasn't going to come through, but they showed up today and they showed out. So if you were wondering if there's going to be men on this boat, oh yes, there's going to be Cubs on this boat. If you're wondering if there's going to be women on this boat, oh yes, there's going to be a nice even ratio going on the Cougar Cruise. If you're interested, go ahead and sign up and submit that form. The deposits are due this week to get you on that boat. So don't sleep on it, okay? Have a good day. Update.
When is this?
I don't know. When the fuck let me look.
On the Cougar Cruise.
Where's it
So
going?
I got a lot of deposits today from guess who? The Cubs.
Where this cruise set and sail at?
Hey y'all, quick Cougar Cruise update. We are sailing Virgin Voyages. We have 2 options of dates. We got 2 dates that you can choose from. The 2 options are 1, October 17th departure out of Miami and sailing into Turks and Caicos. It's a 5-day cruise. The second one is also a 5-day cruise and it's departing October 30th, sailing out of Miami to Cozumel, Mexico.
Both of them. That's right, I said it. Both of them with an F. BOFF, both. Now, this video is just a clip. Out of respect for this magical woman, I will tag her so you can watch the full video and get all of the details. I'll see you guys on board this.
See, I'm not that horny, dog. I'm cool.
Huh?
What you mean?
I'm not going on no fucking thing called the Cougar Cruise. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, I'm not like, nah.
I mean, it's a cougar. It's cougar because like they're probably close in your, like they're in close proximity to your age. So it's not really cougar. It's cougar if they like 30, 20, 30 years old.
Yeah, I don't want no. So I'm sorry. Let me see I'm trying to see what the prices is for this shit. Let me cut the sound off. Play music. All right, photo IDs. When is yours? Cougar Cruise Skywater registration Monday, September 14th. This is for something else. That ain't it.
Oh, I gotta get approved.
Oh, this is October 26th. I mean, October.
Update on the Cougar Cruise. I met with a bunch of people. We put down deposits and everything to secure cabins. If you have not either scheduled your appointment with me to book your cabin, secure your cabin, or have not seen the link that I sent out so that you can put your deposit down on your own, then you need to check your email. Go into it could be in your spam or it could be in your.
Yeah, they go October 17th. Shout out to y'all.
So you update on the Cougar Cruise.
You know how
I've never been on a cruise before, so I don't know what to expect. And I'm sorry. I'm just, again, I'm old. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm old. I've actually been outside in real life for a long time. So my experience of going outside is I go outside to fuck. I'm not trying to go nowhere and I don't know if I still got it. I may have it. I may be able to go outside and maybe to fuck like it was 1999. But I'm just telling you, I can't go from just be able to, like, it's like damn near like basketball. Like, I'm sure LeBron be having rough nights where I'm used to be able to just get up 30 when I need to get up 30, and now he fucking getting up 16. I'm not trying to go outside if I can't still give it up 30.
But you going out, but if it's cougar, your expectation is not that I think I would rather start out there than sitting here going about messing with these girls that, you know, saying that can rounds and rounds. You talking about cougar, older women, it's like, all right, cool. I ain't got to get that much.
Yeah,
and I might get some coins out of it too.
I think if I'm going to if I wanted to try my hand outside, I feel like it's some safer shit outside on land to try your hand with. Like, what's some of these little wine festivals that they got coming up during the summertime? And like what was the name of that shit? Just outside the Mayweather.
Yeah, but that's something you spend. You gotta spend money then.
You gotta spend money to get on this cruise.
No, I'm saying, but you on the cruise, you enjoying yourself. So like you just mingling around. You boom, boom, boom. Or I found somebody cool.
So what
bring
you
it
mean?
to the room.
You don't have to buy drinks when you're on the cruise?
That's our when you whatever your card is set on there, you just what's the name? You can't spend your cash.
Your package or something.
Yeah. Like so you just boom, boom, boom. Whatever you spend, you know what I'm saying? You spend it, it's gonna charge automatically to your card.
So you're still spending money.
Right. But what I'm saying is you talking about you going to a wine fest, that means you gotta get somebody's number, you gotta do this, boom, boom, boom. You on the cruise.
On the cruise, you could try to knock your shit down while you're there.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a point, I guess. Maybe. Maybe I gotta see some other women that's involved because this woman ain't doing it for me. She ain't. I say that the first time. The first time Erica sent the video of this cougar lady, I already said yeah.
Because that's what I'm about to ask. Because I know like how the women like what y'all call them, the men with the gray with the beards and all that, the little silver foxes. So like if it was a silver fox, I'm pretty sure girls would be lined up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess. Real quick, my ladies is back.
What do sick white men use for their allergic reactions? An Epstein pen.
Yeah, hey, no, she be taking it to hell every fucking time.
What do sick white men use for their
God.
allergic reactions? An Epstein pen.
No, she is funny as shit. Oh my God, though. Her fucking jokes be so goddamn ridiculous. I don't know if we sit here and talked about it. Kanye West got that whole little shit. The UK banned that nigga's a total. They said, okay, y'all still wanted to go along with this wireless fest after all these people then pulled out there, John. We're just gonna ban this nigga from even coming back to the UK. And that's the definition of canceling a motherfucker. Again, like I sit here and said about the difference between us and America and all these other places is like, we be having it good and we don't realize how we be having it good because like we be fake canceling niggas. They really cancel this nigga for real. Like nigga, you can't even fuck this festival, fuck these sponsors, nigga. It's over for you, dog. You can't even come to this motherfucker. They banned this nigga from the whole fucking country. Like shout out to the UK. They kept it 2 gangster with Kanye ass. Oh man, what else was going on in the world? Did you watch that Lamar Odom doc?
No, I keep hearing about it, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I keep hearing about it too. I ain't watching either, but they were saying this nigga was, hold on.
Documentary, it talks about the fact that Chloe stepped in, tried to keep everybody out so that you could just get better. And, you know, she stayed by your side. For 4 months. For 4 months.
Yeah.
After filing for divorce.
Yeah.
When you look back on that time, I mean, I have to say a lot of us were saying, you know what, Chloe, she rode hard for you. You know?
Yeah, she did. She took care of me. But God took care of me the most. And, you know, what I came back from was like
was remarkable.
Like a medical miracle.
Yeah. How do you wrap your mind around that part of it? There are so many people who you have one stroke and you don't get to come back.
Yeah.
You had several and heart attacks.
12 of them and 6 heart attacks. When I woke up, I couldn't even walk or talk. I just buckled down and, you know, said my prayers and stayed close to God.
Real quick, before I do want to sit here because I've heard a lot of people talk about this, and I heard a lot of people sit here and say a lot of people don't sit here and give Khloe Kardashian enough respect for how she rode for Lamar Odom when he was literally on his junkie shit, wiping his ass and really holding him down. Like people like, because I mean, of course, let's be real, the Kardashians, people give the Kardashians a lot of shit. People sit here and, you know, like say they culture vultures and they be using black men and this and the third. And realistically, when for people who don't know, Lamar Odom does have a documentary on
Is it really
Netflix.
true that he took all them fucking
dick pills? Yeah, that's crazy. and I'm somebody who would vouch for rhinos here. Ain't nowhere in hell, dog. Do you know how hard them shits work for real? I don't even. What the nigga? What do you need to pop 12 for?
Everybody.
Nigga, listen to what I'm saying. They got them now where you can get 2 in the pack. You talking about 12, dog? If your listen to what I'm saying. If your shit don't work, if you take a rhino and your shit don't work, one, you need to probably get your shit checked out, maybe start working out because it's something that's clogging it up from keeping it working. So that's something that you got to do on your own. But for this nigga to take 12 is crazy, dog. Like, that's one, he got a crazy addictive personality, or two, this nigga dick just really wasn't working. 12, dog? I'm not taking 12 of no type of pill. Now, I'm not taking 12 vitamins. I'm not taking 12 nothing.
Did you just popping them joints, or you was like,
I don't know what the fuck
like
he was doing, but I'm just sitting here saying, like, nigga, that's just almost like I wouldn't even drink, like, nigga, I drink fucking energy drinks. But I know I'm not going more than 3 in a day. And them shit's gonna be spaced out like damn near 4 hours apart. You sit here saying, like, them fucking pills, them shits fuck with your heart too. Cause it's a blood flow thing. So you sitting here at top 12, man? Come on, dog. Ain't no way in hell. That nigga was tripping.
I don't know. Like when I was having on the Pepsi, you can accidentally might 5 by accident. But like I said, that pill, I know I get it.
No, I mean, yeah, I think sodas is a little bit different. And I think the older you get, when you start to drink water, you can kind of tell the difference on why you shouldn't be drinking sodas and juice if we're keeping it a bean. Especially when it's hot outside. Like, if you really because think about, like, I don't, man. I maybe just because I could tell the difference between, like, how my thirst feels quenched from drinking water and you trying to drink some juice. Because when you drink, like, if you drink drink some cold water, like a bottle of water, you'll be good money. But if you drink some juice, you're gonna always want more. And it's the same way with soda. And that's why people,
the flavor though.
I don't know if it's the flavor. I just feel like that shit just really don't quench your thirst for real. But yeah, I don't know. Lamar was on some other shit. We was talking about teens here last week. I guess in that little takeover, a 12-year-old got locked up.
The youngest of those 8 kids arrested here in Southwest DC over the weekend was just 12 years old. Some teens were arrested for fighting, others arrested for more serious charges like assaults on a police officer. All of those arrests coming not far from where we are now here at the King Greenleaf Rec Center, the site of a party hosted by the city aimed at keeping kids off the streets. This was the scene near 4th and I Street Saturday night. Another teen takeover, this time just steps outside of the Southwest DC juvenile curfew zone, minutes after the city-sanctioned Teen Spring Jam down the street ended at 10 p.m. In all, 8 teens and kids were arrested nearby that night. We heard from DC's Department of Parks and Recreation calling it a safe, successful event with over 1,000 kids attending, only saying a small number didn't follow safety guidelines and weren't allowed inside. Councilmember Christina Anderson says curfews and city-hosted events are tools to help keep kids under control, but not the ultimate answer. She was ready to move forward with a vote to extend the expanded curfew legislation last week, but it was ultimately delayed due to some councilmember holdouts.
We've had a curfew in the district since 1995. This should not be controversial, but hopefully we'll get there.
Council Chair Phil Mendelson is hoping some of his colleagues will change their minds too, enough to move forward with a vote on April 21st, but saying it'll take more than a council vote and some team programming to change behavior in the district.
Parents have a role to play, but that's easier said than done. You know, we can fault the parents, but actually government can't make parents parent better.
In Southwest DC, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now. The youngest of those 8 kids arrested.
So real quick, because just for that situation, and to sometimes, like, you see these videos and you don't understand how it affects real people that you personally know. I don't know if y'all remember during the pandemic, I did an episode with a real estate friend of mine, and she sells a lot of properties down right there in the Southwest waterfront. And she screenshotted a conversation that she was having with somebody that she recently got into one of those condos out there, and they was like, bro, I gotta roll. Like, this shit is just too much. Like, she literally screenshotted John. They was like, they started it off with, I'm trying to move before the summertime, because they were just out here shooting the other night. And then she was like, what you mean shooting? And she was like, yeah, like, you can't even walk your dog or whatever the case may be, because it's nothing but a bunch of teenagers just ripping and running all weekend long. Like, they just literally, the kids are just taking over your neighborhood. And they don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't think about it, if you see here, and them, again, for people who don't know, them shits is not cheap down there. A homegirl of mine, she hit me. What she tell me? Because after we talked about it last week in the episode, I want to say she told me one of them apartments down there, John, they got the most expensive one they got. I want to say did she tell me it was $34,000 a month? Like, I want to say she said like 34,000. I think she said the cheapest one they had was like for a studio was like 2,500. Do you know how mad I would be if I'm paying $2,500 for a fucking studio apartment and outside of my window is fucking hundreds of kids just running and mucking the street? Like, and you know what? And what I'm starting to love a lot more, though, go look in the comment section. All you sit here and keep seeing is people saying you need to start locking the parents up and holding the parents accountable because it's just too much. I can't imagine sitting, dog. Listen to them telling you. Think about anybody who listening and you sit here and see this and you kind of just be like, no. Imagine if you were spending anywhere from $2,500. I don't even want to go to the extreme to whatever the $30,000 one, because I'm sure that's just some big willy shit. We ain't even got to go that far. Let's just keep it at $2,500 to $5,000. You know how irritated you would be if you were spending $5,000 a month and on the weekend, the reason why you spent that is because you feel like you could just walk to any of these restaurants, but you got to worry about these fucking kids running you over instead now until you made it, and now you can't get to the restaurants.
Because what's the purpose? I mean, with people going exactly. What would be the purpose? I try to get away from that.
Especially when you're spending that type of money. That's the purpose for it. Let's be clear. And I know that people hate about the gentrification and the stereotype shit, though. People pay more money because they trying to get away from niggas. And I'm not sitting here saying that's a black person thing too. Black, it's like what's that little Chris Rock joke? It's the difference between black people and niggas. Black people spend more money to live places because they want to get away from niggas. They're not saying they trying to move around a bunch of white people. They just want to move around other black motherfuckers who got common sense and got shit to lose. So now you sit here saying, you basically saying, fuck my shit to lose. You allowing these motherfuckers just to come and sit here and invade my shit. Like I couldn't shout out to people who down there paying. But when I seen that, I was like, damn, that's kind of like fucked up. Because imagine as a real estate agent, and especially you're trying to continuously grow your business, so you want more happy customers and homeowners. But for that shit to kind of be like, damn, I just got you into a place maybe a couple of years ago, and now you want out because these fucking teens every weekend just literally outside fighting and running around, jumping on people's cars and doing all types of crazy shit. Like I seen a video of girls swinging on police officers. High school girls swinging on police officers. You know how crazy that is to me?
These kids are out of control.
Man, that shit is ridiculous, dog. Oh, man, JT, they drag JT. Like, some people, this, again, I be just wondering, like, certain shit you just not supposed to say out loud.
After they beat up Jesus, this is what he should have woke up to. Thank you, Jesus, for dying for us. This is the type of meal I got for you at my house. After they beat up Jesus, this is what he should have woke up to.
Dog, what? So for people who don't know, this is JT's, this was her Easter Sunday dinner. So, and if you couldn't hear what she said after they beat up Jesus, this should have been the food that he woke up to. Like, come on, dog. Like, just some shit just be like, come on, bro. Like, y'all be playing with God too much. Like, I'm cool. I want to play. Where the fuck is the clip of the nigga who burned down the warehouse? Man, these niggas is crazy out here.
You're not going to pay us enough to live or afford to live. At least pay us enough not to do this.
Arson investigators say this video posted to social media is part of their investigation into the warehouse fire early Tuesday morning in Ontario. It appears to show cases of toilet paper being set on fire while a person repeatedly claims he isn't paid enough to live on. 29-year-old Shamil Abdul Karim has been arrested for felony arson. Police say he was working at the warehouse through a third-party company. Investigators say they are reviewing the video but have not confirmed whether the person is Abdul Karim for the massive blaze that destroyed the more than 1 million square foot facility. Firefighters were able to contain the blaze to the building and no one was injured. Fire officials tell us arson was suspected almost immediately based on how quick the fire spread inside the facility. We spoke to a coworker who told us he had just met the suspect moments before the fire broke out.
No suspicion that it was him. Actually, he was missing, so everyone was trying to find him. Everyone was blaming the robots at first. We're almost 100% sure it was the robots until we seen that video, of course.
Definitely it was uncharacteristic fire. Just the fire behavior that they were experiencing inside and the rapid spread of that fire for such a large building to move that quickly. It definitely pushed our firefighters into that defensive operation. And that was one indication that it could possibly be an arson of nature.
In the final clip of the video, it appears to show a corridor of the warehouse in flames, with the person stating,
"There goes your inventory."
More than 24 hours later, the fire is still smoldering. It's created a thick haze of smoke and ash in the immediate area.
If you're not going to pay,
You know, real quick before I give my opinion on this, so I won't forget. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's this new movie that's about to come out on Netflix. Damn, when is I think it's April. I think it's April 17th. I want to say it's April 17th. Man on Fire. Oh man, that shit looks so good. I was watching the Tyson Fury fight over the weekend, and the crazy thing is that when I pay for ad free now, which I kind of be mad, like damn, why did I do that? Because I'm telling you, I'm a commercial person because I guess I'm older, especially when the commercials is good. But through this fight, they still had commercials because of course they were just advertising in movies, which was worth it to me. Because again, like I said, that Man on Fire. If y'all haven't, just go on Netflix or go on social media and go put it on Netflix page and go look at the trailer for that Man on Fire. That shit just looks super tight. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm geeking to watch that one. And you know, I guess just real quick for people who are boxing fans, if you really into like heavyweight boxing, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all, because I hear a lot of people always sit here and say that Tyson Fury is like they feel like he should be in a conversation with the greatest heavyweights of all time. And maybe just because he physically don't fit that bill for me, and even watching the fight, I'm like, how the fuck, like, I seen Lennox Lewis box before. I seen Prime Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, George Floyd. Like, this nigga just maybe he just too out of shape for me to ever sit here and just like his boxing. And again, I know he came back out of retirement, so maybe this not the fight to judge. I guess maybe if him and Anthony Joshua actually fight, Anthony Joshua was at that fight, and they were sitting here saying throughout that whole time that fight was going on, they were saying that those two should be fighting each other next. So I guess I'll have a better judge at watching him fight Anthony Joshua. I know he beat the shit out of Deontay Wilder before, but I still don't feel like you should be putting him in a conversation with like Mike Tyson and them niggas. Like, not from what I saw this weekend, but maybe again, like I said, I know he coming fresh from retiring and he kind of getting old, but just like he just too sloppy fat for me. And it's just like he don't got no real speed to him or nothing. He just a big ass white boy. Like, he big as shit, but it's like I don't know about that one. But yeah, this little toilet paper fire shit, like, why the fuck would you record yourself doing it? Like, you would have got away if you ain't record yourself. I don't get, that's the only thing I guess I kind of, that's the part that I don't get. Like, I don't understand what was the whole purpose of sitting here fine. So I guess the other big story, the sports story, real quick before we get out of here, I go back to my girl Mariah Rose because I love just the way she just get this energy. So this will be I'm going to play this clip, but she basically talking about the pictures that's floating around on the internet of the Patriots head coach and one of the main female NFL not analysts, but sports, I guess, sideline analysts for the Athletic. I want to say she probably used to work somewhere else, but I know where she working right now is the Athletic.
Oh, bitch. I've got some messy sports tea for you today. An NFL reporter and an NFL head coach that are both married to other people were caught by Page Six spies at an adults-only luxury resort in Arizona doing this. These two had breakfast at 10:30 a.m. on a Saturday at this beautiful resort in Arizona, and then spent about an hour and a half or so lounging by the pool together, hitting the hot tub together. I mean, they caught their ass in 4K. They got photos of everything. You can even see that the person who took the photos are in the restaurant that they probably just ate at. Little context before we get into the tea of it all and what happened in Arizona. Okay, Diana used to work for ESPN and report there on SportsCenter, okay? And then she left to go to the New York Times, The Athletic, to be an NFL insider. She's their senior insider, which means her whole job is to gather tea from NFL players, coaches, like people within the NFL, and tell us, the public. And she's married and has been since 2020 to a Shake Shack executive. Mike is the head coach of the New England Patriots, and he is also married and has been since 1999. And these two go way back, okay? Diana was the beat reporter, which means like the main reporter. Like her job was to report on the Tennessee Titans while he was the head coach back in 2018. Now let's get back to Arizona, shall we? There are these two right there. Okay, so they were caught by Page Six at the Ambiente Hotel that's known for being an adults-only resort and very romantic, okay? It's for anniversaries and vacations and honeymoons, and they boast about 158 proposals taking place there because it's so romantic. These two insist that they're just friends, and this is standard subject and journalist communication, right? But this picture was taken on a rooftop that is only accessible in the bungalows for two that cost around $2,100 a night. The eyewitness said that they were dancing together. And as you can see here, they have interlocked fingers and come on, y'all. Y'all are not just, don't play my face. They're not just friends. When they were at the pool, they each tried to leave separately. And if they are there with friends, this person who took the photos is really messy because there ain't no friends in these photos. You can't even see people at the pool in the background. And why did your friends take a friend's vacation to a adults only romantic getaway resort? In the hot tub with somebody that you work with and you're both married and there's no other people in the hot tub. I'm not buying this. And I hate when stuff like this happens because then all the women in sports suffer the consequences and the jokes and stuff. But I don't know these people. So I'm just maybe it's not true.
I just want to say my only thought on this is the pictures from this vacation and them pictures that they using when she used to work at ESPN, bro. White people age like dog shit. Man, this lady look old as fuck. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot fucking pole. This bitch look like she pushing 70 in these fucking getaway pictures. And her shit from ESPN look completely young and different. And maybe it was some years ago, but she looked, oh my gosh, she looked like shit in these goddamn. Do I got the clips of her cutting her little jokes about her husband? Oh, yeah, here we go.
Super Bowl. No, I did things in Miami I haven't even told my husband because it's just I had that much fun. It was well, not like that, but I knew he would judge the kind of partying I was doing. I don't know what got into me. I just remember being down there acting like it was my last day on earth.
Well, I guess when it rains, it pours because now tons of old videos are coming out of Diana Rossini. Well, simply put, just making a fool out of her husband, Kevin Goldschmidt. So while making an appearance on the Zolak and Bertrand podcast, Rossini revealed that while in Miami, she did a lot of things she did not tell her husband about because she had, quote, that much fun. She claims that she kept this from him because he would judge her. So that already sounds super shady. And this, on top of a number of other videos where she shades her husband, only adds more fuel to the fire about the possibility of her and Vrabel maybe having something of a relationship. Both Rossini.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry, though. I ain't even trying to make this a race thing, but I'm taking all black women sports casters over I don't give a fuck. I don't even know if they even got any because every white woman I've seen that talk about sports look like shit. I'm sorry, dog. I'm not trying to, I'm just going off of fuck the race. I'm just talking about just the looks on the women. This fucking story ain't even this ain't Taylor Rooks, dog. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? This ain't fucking Joy Taylor. This ain't fucking Molly Quim. And matter of fact, and Molly white. So that's the only white motherfucking woman that y'all got. Yeah, you could throw Molly in the mix. That's it. Molly, the only white woman I've seen call anything about sports that I even think twice about fucking.
About Rachel Nichols.
Maybe she slide in my DM. I wouldn't slide in hers. Yeah, Rachel Nichols slide in my DM. I'm gonna beat the brakes off her redhead ass. But yeah, I wouldn't slide in her DM though. But the rest of them, it look like shit. I'm sorry. All that shit, I be seeing the NFL Network be trying to get that shit off. I'm cool, bro. Y'all better go find y'all that girl. What's my girl? Jerica down in Florida. Because man, it's a bunch of dog shit on that. Let me see what else I got. I think I got.
Tell y'all that I didn't want to hear from nobody under 25 telling me about standards. I said, right, because younger women are cheaper than older women. She said, if I'm dealing with somebody older, he need to be buying me Chanel every 3 months. I hit her back with, how much does it cost to max out a Roth IRA?
$7,500 a year in 2026. It's about $625.
How much do you need to max out a HSA?
$4,300 as an individual and $8,550 if you're a family.
How much do you need in the account of your HSA to be able to invest?
Usually around $1,000 to $2,000 needs to be in the account before you're allowed to invest. It depends on the institution. Know that you have to have a high deductible healthcare plan to be able to even leverage an HSA.
What percentage should you use of your monthly income to go into index funds?
At least 10 to 15%, but if you're trying to build real wealth, 25%. Just so we're clear, this has nothing to do with what you want to do in your relationship. If you have a generous man, cool, but you should still know what the money could be doing for you. It's honestly not about choosing him or your future. It's about not being clueless about either. And if you still want the bag and you want to invest, don't just have one, get two.
I just tell y'all.
I feel like I want to feel like I got all the right regular news before we get out of here. I don't want to keep holding y'all up, but I feel like I'm missing those. Coco go talk about this. Oh, let's just go into some nigga news and I'm out of here. This is some shit y'all may not probably care about. This is Jay Prince Jr.'s son had some young rap niggas rob somebody and they end up getting their ass shot. Those rap niggas that he had try to rob somebody was affiliated to NBA Youngboy, and one of them niggas almost damn near died on why he tried to do the robbery.
Trey Songz trying to fight Trey Songz, shot and almost. Jay Prince Jr. is the reason why NBA Ben 10 got shot and almost killed earlier today. Jay Prince Jr. been beefing with a local rapper from Detroit about his baby mama. How you beefing with another man about his baby mama? So Jay Prince Jr. been rocking with her, and we all know Jay Prince Jr. is tending about all his hoes. When this man pulled up on Trey Songz trying to fight Trey Songz over a hoe. So Jay Prince Jr. been dropping sneak disses, been dropping videos dissing the local rapper with the BM in the car. So they at a spot, the local rapper is also at the spot. Jay Prince Jr. instructed NBA Benton and others to run up on the local rapper to snatch his chain. There's video of Jay Prince Jr. literally got the local rapper in a headlock trying to take his chain while those other dudes is beating him up. The local rapper somehow, some way got a hold of that pistol and got busy. Five. I heard his name was like All-Star Junior or something. Listen, man. Stop beefing about these hoes, man. Pussy was made to get fucked. Jay Prince Jr.
Amen.
Hey, just real quick before we leave, is Trey Songz the biggest fall off in R&B history?
No.
Who got a bigger fall off than him? Because I feel like Trey Songz and Chris Brown at one point in time was like running neck to neck, and then this motherfucker just fell completely off of the face of the earth.
Hell no. Marcus Houston.
I don't know if people was
immature. What do you mean?
I guess I don't feel like people had Marcus Houston in the conversation like with Trey Songz and them. I feel like Trey Songz was in the conversation with him and Chris Brown was literally at one point in time going head to head.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But that Sammy, like it's a bunch of R&B artists.
All of them, I mean, you listen to R&B more than me, but I feel like all of them niggas you name, and it's kind of like them is like your Roscoe Dash of the R&B type of niggas. Like that's what the R&B. That's what I'm saying. Trey Songz had bodies of work, and Trey Songz had songs that motherfuckers really was fucking with. Like people really was fucking.
Frank Ocean.
Yeah, I don't think people ever say Frank Ocean fell off. I think he just don't put out enough music. If Frank Ocean wanted to go on tour right now tomorrow, Frank Ocean probably realistically can go on not a stadium tour, but he can go on an arena tour. Trey Songz ain't going nowhere bigger than the Fillmore.
But that's what I'm saying.
Frank Ocean literally just a year ago headlined at Coachella. Trey Songz ain't even getting booked for Coachella, let alone be the headliner. So that's what I'm sitting here saying, like, nigga, you can't compare him, Frank Ocean. I mean, Trey Songz is no fucking Frank Ocean.
R&B wise, I feel like it's a lot of them that probably ain't.
I mean, again, like I said, you listen to more R&B to me. That's just something for the people who listen to something for y'all to think of. Is Trey Songz the biggest fall off in R&B history? I don't think it's too many niggas. If we talking about at the same, like where Trey Songz was compared to who was in his class of making music and to compare where he at now, like that nigga is literally like, and again, I like the song that him and Boss Man D-Lo just did. That's what made me think about I'm like, damn, this kind of remind me when Trey Songz used to do shit with Jim Jones back in the day. But I just feel like Trey Songz is just like, he just
Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloyd may be that to me is a better comparison. But I feel like Lloyd kind of can still sneak and go on and do some of these like little millennial shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of them can do it. That's like you said before, the ego, the pride. I think probably Trey Songz' pride is what really keep him in the news cycle with him not even working with people.
I mean, you might be right. Like I said, that was just something I just thought about it. I just wanted to kind of put it out there real quick. I ain't even got no real conversation about this. Fuck. Before we got out of here. The Kansas City, I tell y'all this all the time about the football niggas. Ladies, just please listen to me. I understand the money may be sweet. Them niggas may love to be tricking, but goddamn the way these niggas can get away with some DV cases. And so, and this is again when I said that's why I do appreciate the Shade Room a little bit, because they at least sitting here keep uploading the pictures, because I mean the Kansas City Chiefs, they said they done their investigation into his domestic violence case, and this is for Rashid Rice ex-girlfriend, and the Shade, and I respect the Shade Room, they uploaded the pictures of her, like all the black eyes and the scars on her face, and it's just like, how the fuck how's this shit getting dropped? Like I'm sure he OTAs or whatever, and they just moving along with this shit like it just never happened. And again, I say this shit happens all to me. I'm not saying it don't happen in the NBA too, but the NFL, that shit happened like damn. You can almost find like 5 niggas every season that got some type of domestic violence shit going on with them. So again, like I said, man, thoughts and prayers to her. This nigga just be like, God damn, dog. Yeah. One last jump. This lady, I mean, not late in Tennessee, they gonna sit here and ban people. You cannot put your kids in your social media videos if they under the age of 14.
Smart.
I respect that because people be trying to milk the shit out of their kids too much, and that kind of helps eliminate this conversations like from even with the baby and shit like that, where it's like, all right, stop trying to put your kids on fucking social media for clicks and fucking views. So I ain't mad at Tennessee for that. I hope that law does get approved.
What's the consequence?
Shit, I probably it may. I mean, fuck around with Tennessee, that's a red state. They may fuck around try to lock your ass up. I don't know.
But like, is it like, all right, you get a warning first?
I'm sure you probably get a warning or may get a ticket first. But I'm sure whoever.
Like, okay, so like you can't like if it's the birthday or something like that, you can't.
I mean, I'm not saying I think you could probably post your kids, but you know what they talking about,
like
people who are just
aggressively
trying to keep trying to monetize your kid, and your kid in every fucking video when it's this video supposed to be something about the adults in some way. Y'all kind of keep throwing the kid in the video because the kid is the one who actually stealing. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Exactly. Real quick, I guess if you live in the Montgomery County area, and I'm out of here with this one because when we talking about just places, this shit like this shouldn't be happening at, and it's kind of getting like this the second story in damn near a week up from Montgomery County.
That gunshot, one of several in surveillance footage released Thursday by Montgomery County Police. This took place Saturday, a little after 7 p.m. on Elm Shade Court in Clarksburg. You can see the sun hadn't even gone down yet. Police tell us about 6 to 8 people were gathered at the playground, and then the gunshots. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported, but police say one vehicle was hit. Lately, there have been some other crimes nearby as well. On March 31st, a few miles away, shortly before 11 a.m., police say 2 juveniles were shot and taken to the hospital with serious injuries. And on March 24th, police say a teen boy was stabbed by another teen as the victim was getting off a bus at about 8:15 p.m. That was right near a Harris Teeter, which is only about a block from the playground where shots were fired last weekend. Today, we spoke to several people who live there after they'd learned about the surveillance video having been released by police.
This is a really quiet street, except for the cars maybe go too fast. Kids play there all the time with no problem.
Does it concern you living so close?
Of course.
We hear sounds like that, but it's normally like either fireworks or like some stupid people on the highway, right, doing whatever. But gunshots in Clarksburg, that's not a normal thing here.
Montgomery County Police are asking anyone with any information about this most recent shooting to please give them a call.
And I just want to say this to any parents who may be listening. If y'all live in Montgomery County and you got teenagers, you better tighten up on them fucking kids and make sure you keep them on a short leash. Because I'm telling you, the first one of these motherfuckers that they actually find out who doing this or affiliated with this, and it's a group chat or conversations, I'm telling you, Montgomery County is gonna make a motherfucking example out of them kids. Because we talking about the Southwest shit. That shit kind of like it's gonna be in the fence because it's in DC. Montgomery County is not playing that shit. I promise you. Motherfuckers spend way too much money to live up and down Montgomery County for them to sit here and be allowing shootout in the grocery store, shootout at these goddamn, and every person that I played in these videos was fucking white people. The first lady who was talking was an old ass white lady. They ain't not going for that shit in Montgomery County. You can sit here and bet your bottom dollar when they find out who doing any of this shit or involved in any of this shit, they will make an example and they gonna burn your ass. So again, if you got kids and y'all live in the Montgomery area or they function around in Montgomery County, you better sit here and make sure their ass on a tight leash because that shit is going to be ugly and that motherfucking lawyer bill gonna be one that you ain't gonna want to be able to feel like you can afford. I promise you that, dog. So again, like I said, like, share, and subscribe each and every Tuesday right back here. Again, hey, if there's any women listening and you live in Atlanta, Georgia somewhere and you're hot and horny this summer, hey, I'm looking for a place to stay a couple of times when I come and visit to see some of these basketball games. I ain't trying to get up in no hotel. I'm trying to get between some legs.